last session we were in.
Found
Yeah,
the
yeah.
evil
Just we found
The big
the
bomb.
bomb. Um,
evil sphere.
yeah, you found the sphere. You know how it's charged. You are wondering about what will happen if you charge it with another type of energy, and it's something that you don't actually know. The vampire told you that if you charge it with enough positive energy, it should be destroyed. But uh, even she admitted that she doesn't know that much about the artifact. Um, you negotiated so that the vamp- you negotiated that uh, you will sorry you negotiated that you will allow the vampire to write a letter to her loved ones and to be executed on the next morning
in a manner she chose.
in the manner she chose. Look, yeah, you negotiated that in exchange for the information, and other than that, I think that was pretty much everything that happened, as far as I remember.
Yeah, that and Jonah handcuffing everything he sees.
Yeah.
He just likes grappling
The
rules
rest.
that much.
Like we seriously need to take like all his handcuffs and like
I mean,
weld them together so he gets like a whip or something. That would just fit the aesthetic perfectly.
I think someone has a whip already, actually.
Yeah, but
Actually,
like
yeah, Harry.
Jonah being able to handcuff from like range, that would be funny as heck.
well, why a whip? Well, are you going in the sense that it's kinky or it's like practical use?
No, but like
Both
like
things.
basically having like the handcuffs at the tip, so you can just like whip them at the hands and go like click.
Now,
Oh, why don't you get?
I'm not saying that it's stated because it's definitely not in the SD for weaponry. But bolas are an
Yeah.
actual item.
I was gonna say that actually. I was gonna say that, like, use those instead of whips because it seems more practical in the grand scheme of things.
Funny enough,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
one of the types of weapons I was planning to drop Fred was this. It's called a man catcher. It's a
man
Chinese thing.
catchers. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Um,
no, no.
it's
It's not just Chinese. They every slave taking civilization has used them. Like the Romans used
those.
those.
makes sense. I mean, you want to be able to,
Get them, get
yeah,
them alive. Yeah,
Hmm.
That being said, I still agree with Sliver on the simple fact that Rule Cool is awesome, and bolas turned into like throwing manacles is the height of awesomeness and hilariousness.
I'm about to buy a pair. I'm contemplating that. I'm about to buy a pair. They're
yeah,
deck space, right?
Like
yeah. Bullets are
They
like,
should be
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it should be.
yeah.
like
Jonah, if you
basically it's skill more than anything. Like you don't have to use your strength to throw them. It's like they should be the same as slings. Basically, you're using the same function with them. You just spin them up and then let them go at the right moment.
I
Jonah,
see. I see.
if you keep this up, you might garner an unofficial name for yourself, like the the man- the maniacal. No, that's not a word.
Maniacal.
Not maniacal. Like I was trying to go with manacles, and then as was hitting my mouth, I was like, no, that doesn't work.
That's
Manacle
Yeah,
master.
yeah. Manacle master. That's good.
Bunny
combination
Boy
of words right
Manhunter.
there. It's,
Jonah
it's
the
like
Hunter.
yeah, basically. Was that one movie with Harrison Ford and he's like he has to jump down a dam? What
Fugitive.
was it? Yeah, it's like Fugitive in a weird way. I mean,
Yeah,
didn't
it's the fugitive.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's usually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that cop who just like was relentless. Well, I don't think he was trying to kill him in the movie,
No,
right?
no, no.
Or
No, Tommy Lee Jones in that. I don't remember his character's names, but it's like I'm innocent. I don't care. I'm just here to bring you in.
yeah, it's like that's entirely Jones. Like 50% of his fucking character right there.
Like, I only had one job, and that one job was to capture you alive. Beyond that, eh.
It's not.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
you had such a good like chance there to go. I have two jobs: capture you and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
or
It,
like it's like
Jonah, a bunny Terminator, as you're saying that, and it's just like
I would say more like
Don't
I
give
can either
Emily ideas. Jonah the Terminator. I can just see her mouth watering, like, yes, please.
fucking I'm trying to distance myself from my other character from the other campaign, man. You know, trying to
I
I'm
don't even know what this other character is, and we're hitting the nail on the head.
it's well he's basically he's a jeez, how am I gonna put these words? It's like he's a pacifist fighter, but also like a cyborg. Basically, that's all that. Basically, what it is.
Oh, it's
But
like
like,
my Aikido monk, forbidden to hit, but is still the biggest DPS dude in the party.
yes, yes, that's basically what it is, right, Emily? G-
Emily's munching.
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, but yeah, at most Jones like the Mandalorian. I can bring in warm or cold, but it's not necessarily like death cold, but like uh, yeah. Uh, but I gotta invest in other words of non-lethally taking people down, which they are, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But your trick with the manacles actually is quite useful.
it is useful. Yeah, it is. It's like uh, airship fight was done in, like what 5 rounds, really,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, because people actually the grappled feet it's bad because it renders both you and your enemy on the same penalties. But if you manacle the other person while you're at that, you can then keep up. How can I say it? Yeah, you can just leave the person manacled and you are free.
Very
yeah,
handy.
true. Yeah. Well, Emily.
I said very useful.
Yeah.
Yes. So, in that, you happen to be, you capture them and you will bring them to the garrison.
Hmm.
You capture the Vampa, you bring her to to House the Need actually.
Yeah, we brought it to House Beneath just because of my promise.
Yeah. So you stand in House the Need, um, and you're actually you have the opportunity to rest a little, you recover, and during the night, some representatives of Shan's government come to House the Need because, well, that woman is a terrorist, and they want to make the execution as public as they can because there is a lot of people that are quite scared and angry about the whole attack on the train station. When that happens, how the representatives of House Denise and specifically Toulon will say that as they have a deal with the prisoner, they are asked to keep the execution to make the execution at dawn on the next day to keep the promise because it's not that hard of a promise to keep initially.
Yeah.
Yep.
The government accepts that, and so they tell that the execution will be on the next day, and it will be a double execution. At morning, the vampire will be left to burn in the sun, and Merrick's will be is executed with one will be executed and cremated to make the possibility of resurrection harder. Actually, it will be cremated and the ashes will be dispersed, so actually almost impossible.
So wait,
Or
so
how he will
vampires?
be. Go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
Any word of how he's going to be executed?
The basic execution in Sharn is decapitation
By like guillotine or
by axe,
executioner?
by executioner.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
perfect.
Sliver's going to request to be the one who does it.
Uh,
So
there will be very little discussion about that, and they will accept that. I mean, you are a hero to the people of Shan in this moment. You are all pretty much well liked in that regard.
so vampires, they don't burst into like ash as soon as they touch sunlight,
Yeah.
or
More
so
like
they
a
just
burn.
die. Oh,
Well, then why is
Yeah.
there a need to
So
cut off her head if she dies in
no,
sunlight?
no,
yeah.
to Merrick's.
Oh, from Merrick's.
For Merrick's, the idea will be to cut off his head and then burn it to ash and then disperse the ashes into the wind so that no one can find a piece of him and resurrect him.
I was about to say like the vampire. Yeah, that would kind of defeat the entire purpose for a vampire for a second.
I mean, are we sure we want to execute Merrick's?
Mm.
The
The
government
city's
of
going to
Japan
do it.
is quite sure. If you want to petition for extra time to interrogate him, you can. If you want to prevent the execution, that will be way harder because he is the intellectual author of the train station attack, and that killed like
Yes, yes, it is. And we
close to
pinned it on
1,000
him,
people.
and
So it's like, no, we want him dead. We want him as dead as he can be.
I want
Um,
him dead as well. But it's just after everything that's happened, it's just this is
I
not the
I'm
situation I
all
was
for.
expecting to be in.
I want him dead before, but for a completely different reason. Uh, we're we still haven't we still haven't as far as we know, there's still at least one element of his collaborators that we have yet to grab the tail of, so to speak. And the longer Merrick's is alive, the as slim as the chance is, because we got him down under lock and key, the opportunity is still there for that particular leg to try and do something.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's actually a very valid point.
Yeah. Like the
I
only
mean,
reason why Sliver would be like, hey, I want to do it is not like he has to die. It's more like if he has to die, I want to do it myself to make sure it gets done.
what what about? Remember that ring we got? What
Yeah,
about we? What about we get his soul into the ring and we can
That is
technically keep?
exactly what I was suggesting.
We need to
Yeah.
check so it isn't occupied first.
Okay, well,
Okay. Yeah.
no, actually, if the ring is occupied and someone else gets inside the ring, the last occupant is pushed away.
that is
Really?
exactly what I
Yeah.
was suggesting. I'd like Merrick to wear this ring as he was dying, so I'd be able to
All
still
right.
talk to him.
Well, go for
Hey,
it.
you want? First, should we talk about the guy in the ring first?
I
You know,
mean, I'm
he's a
not sure what
vampire.
information we can get out of Kessler, but we can try.
If you want, someone can put on the ring, and you can try to talk with Kessler.
Hey, who has high
Hmm.
persuasion?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on.
Because I am not
Oh,
a charisma-based character.
Yeah,
Neither am I.
Emily.
I have a +3.
You said
Same
charisma or perception?
Persuasion is the skill we've mentioned.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh,
persuasion.
I got bad hearing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's if Sliver's at +3, then it's a tie between me and Sliver.
I got +3 too.
Oh my god, do I have the highest persuasion in the party at +4? Oh my
Yeah.
How much?
god.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we could assist you if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave myself a 12 charisma.
I mean, like
No,
we could
You're
play.
tied with Fireball.
Oh my god, we are not a. We have a paladin in the party and no one here is charismatic. Oh my god.
I mean, we got a ghost paladin. We got a fucking barbarian, and we got nerd, and we got chain smoker. So yeah, it's kind of not a really good combination of people.
Oh
You
my
know,
god.
And cat.
Which is
cat.
like the
Yeah.
third reason we embraced Fireball, because Fireball is literally the cute face of the party that any NPC that isn't, storyline related will instantly look to. Like, it's a cute little kitty. And it
Okay,
can
so are we
talk.
gonna have the kitty interrogate the vampire?
Oh God, no!
Or me?
We're not going
No,
to.
no, no.
If you want, you can.
I mean,
The vampire's
I-
gonna like seriously possess him, and then we're gonna have a flying, eldritch blasting vampire. Yeah, no.
okay. I mean, Lucas, do you want RP through two NPCs? Because I feel like that's kind of a bit too
I
much.
will put
No,
on the ring.
if you put him I will actually roleplay only the part of the cat asking you what do you want to ask, because well
Okay.
that will be the part that you will listen to.
Emily will
Hmm.
put on the ring. Fine.
Emily, are you sure you want to put on the ring?
If I get possessed, you have my full permission to cut off my head. You though, not Sliver.
Wait,
Uh,
one.
me-
Actually, I have a question. Where are we doing? Wait, no, we're doing.
Imagine
Where are
we're
we
at
doing
House
this
Deneath right now,
questioning?
yeah?
Okay.
Weren't we
I
supposed to go to the Silver Flame to drop
Oh yeah.
the?
Yeah, no, actually, you already done that. You
All
dropped
right.
the
Okay.
bomb.
actually,
Silver Flame was actually. Oh, the Silver Flame was actually investigating the bomb, and
Yeah.
Emily, you decided to be
Right.
around to help that investigation.
Yeah. It was investigating the crystal, and
Okay, so
Emily wanted to be
we're
there,
at
and
the Silver Flame place
Yeah.
now?
we should have been, because I also asked. I also asked for all the active research. I mean, sorry, all the documentation that I had access to as part of the Thorn forces, or sorry, as part of the Church of Silver Flame forces that were operating on the day of mourning, because there was that question of there was it was part of that theory you
Mhm.
postulated about the day of mourning possibly being a avenue for a whole bunch of soul reaping to to fuel the production of these crystals while simultaneously helping to generate the souls needed for zombie warforged.
Bad stuff.
So much bad stuff. So we should have been over at the silver
Yeah.
flame.
At
Well,
least
I feel
Hale
better about wearing the unholy artifact while on holy ground then.
will make sense.
Actually, Emily, are you sure you don't want me to do it? I could just handcuff myself to the chair, so I don't.
You,
I
you
mean, do you
we
want to
like
talk to the
you can
vampire?
handcuff Emily. I will hold her down, just making sure.
I mean, I got
I
noodle
have
arms.
No.
I probably couldn't break out if you wanted me to.
That's
Just
true.
listen. I
let
got a
me
mechanical question.
Yeah.
Because because it is a risk. It is a risk. I know alignment's at we've all come to the point that alignment's a bunch of bupkis.
Yeah.
But the soul of a vampire, does it still classify as a undead?
That's a very good question.
I mean, I
No,
assume it would.
souls don't have stuff like that.
I mean,
Okay. No,
what
Unless it
are
gets unless it gets a shape. Like if it's a ghost, then then it gets a creature type. But a soul is just a soul,
Yeah,
so it's not a vampire.
yeah.
okay.
He's not undead right now. He's just a mind, disembodied,
Uh,
disembodied mind.
that's
so if
all.
he's a dis
No, I was just saying that's the clarification I wanted because I wasn't sure since we're at the Silver Flame and we've already pulled out the entire welcoming committee to make sure that the crystal's being analyzed properly. We could, since we're on home ground, we could ask for XYZ if they have it just to be on hand in case things go wiry. But then that's when the question came in mind, like, would a divine sense or some type of divine banishment actually work on the soul of a vampire if that type of thing kicked in? So if we're treating it like that, then I think any type of wizard with a high enough skill level for banishment would probably suffice
Yeah.
just to have on hand.
Actually, in that regard, you can make an Arcana check
Cool.
for something that you may know about these sort of things.
Oh, right, right. Just because I'm speculating doesn't mean Harry would. And it's flat roll, so let's see what happens.
I mean,
No, yeah, you are just like thinking possibilities, but you're not sure about anything.
hey Emily, how much do you have in Arcana?
Hey, I actually know quite a bit about Arcana, actually. I'm a giant nerd.
Yeah, nerd. Wear some
25.
glasses.
Okay, now you actually know that you are safe with this ring. It doesn't allow the soul inside the ring does can't communicate. You cannot prevent him from talking to you, but can't do anything else than talking to you.
I can just take off the ring.
Technically, if you put it on for too long time, he may sing to you and prevent you from sleeping, but you can take it off. It doesn't have enough power to do anything inside.
Then go for it.
Unless
I mean,
you do some rituals, you can try to resurrect him, or you can try to put him in a new body, but someone outside the ring has to do it.
Huh.
I figured.
Let's put him in a gerbil.
Anywho, handcuff me to a chair and I'll put the ring on.
no,
Are
but
you
you didn't.
sure about this?
We don't need to handcuff you to chair.
But,
You just you realize that. Oh
you're
wait, this
really
ring
sure.
doesn't let him do
You're
anything. I
really
can just
sure
talk
about
to him.
it.
Okay.
You're really sure that it lacks that possibility.
I put the
He's
ring
just a
on
voice
then.
machine.
Yeah, you recognize this ring. You've sold like 500 of them before.
Probably.
Like
Yeah,
7.
because you sold them, so You know them. Okay, you put on the ring and you hear the voice in your head telling you, "Oh, and now I presume that you will try to clean me off this thing. Don't? Or I am
Uh,
wrong?"
Hi there, Kessler. How are you doing
Yeah,
today?
I am dead more than what I used to be, but at least I am not hungry, so that's an improvement.
You know things, don't you?
Of course, I know things.
And you're going to hand over that information, or we're going to be dunking this ring into a vial of holy water.
Actually, right now I am beyond pain. Pain requires something to feel it, and I don't have it.
Oh, I'm not
Uh,
threatening you with pain, my good sir. I'm threatening you with Duluth.
oh, well, but that will be my end, regardless of what I say.
Ah,
So,
but wouldn't you want to try to avoid that? You're blood of Vol, you understand how these things work.
I will try to avoid that, but the moment that I hand you the information, I will be powerless.
You don't think you could make a good ally to me?
I could, but will you trust me?
It depends on how you're saying things. I don't know all that much about you, apart from the fact you were working for Merrick's, and you guys just blew up half of Sharn.
Yeah, well, that's a bad start for a relationship.
Well, you know we're
But
going to be going after Merrick's employer, as it were. And if you could
uh,
be a very helpful man in the use of those things, we may be able to offer you something in return.
I'm willing to listen. In that case, let's consider this point. I will give you a sample, and if, as you let me live, I will give you more things.
Wonderful. A working relationship. That's all I ask for, my friend.
Well, in that case, let's consider this. What do you want to know? What's the thing that you want to know the most?
Lady Vol.
Yes. Do you want to know why we work for her?
That would be a
Good.
good start.
Okay, I can start with that. Lady Ilmaro is probably the most powerful wizard in existence. One of the probably most powerful creatures alive in this moment. So when she promises that she can't help us achieve not just immortality, but protect us from, well, the many threats that this world is facing, I happen to believe.
You realize the person you're speaking to is immortal, yes? Without
You are
undead nonsense?
immortal? You? If I put off your head, you die. You're not truly immortal. She is.
I mean, that's just a minor inconvenience. I could move my brain into my chest if I wanted to.
You
It's an
can,
aesthetic thing.
but you need your body. She doesn't.
She's a
She's
ghost?
no. Every time that she's destroyed, she just comes back. That's the level of power that I am talking about.
She comes back?
Yes, every time. She has been burned to ashes by dragons. And she comes back.
Uh,
A true immortal. Not like anything else. My powers of a vampire allowed me to, well, you have seen. After that, I turn into mist, but there are some ways to trick that. Not for her. She's a true immortal.
I'm gonna press the hold call button on that and roll my eyes back to the party and say, okay, good news. He's benign. He probably isn't going to cause any trouble while he's in there, and he may be a efficient source of information about who we're going after next. Uh, Bad news. There's apparently people more immortal than me. I didn't realize there were classes of immortals. Do you
Wait,
know
Is it
anything
high?
about this?
You're
Is it
not
based
immortal. You have longevity.
defined immortality?
I'm just
yes,
gonna kind of
I
repeat
also
what
didn't.
Kessler said to the party.
Oh, so like a
Yeah.
Highlander thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Harrow.
you're not immortal. You're just hard to kill.
I am immortal, thank you very much.
No, you're
I mean,
not.
Give me
everyone's
50
hard to kill.
years, and I can fix
Wait,
myself.
But
everybody,
what?
let's focus in on the main thing here, which is still some. This is somebody who is dealt in some fashion a fatal slash mortal wound, dies from it, and comes back from it after a certain period of time.
Yeah,
Correct?
I thought resurrection didn't exist in Eberron, so that's why I'm very
Yeah.
confused.
Oh.
It does. It does.
Sorry. Resurrection exists. There are very few people that can cast it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the rarest
Um,
thing in the world.
Oh.
But on the other hand, you have to be alive to resurrect someone else. People don't resurrect themselves.
Yeah, she's
quick,
dead.
quick out of character thing. Do we know who Lady Ilmarrow is? In like, that's a nom de plume, right? Or nom de guerre. But we know who she really is.
No, you don't know her true name yet.
All right. Okay.
Have you heard
Um,
of this Lady Ilmarrow before?
no, that's why I'm saying out of character. I know who she is originally, but
You know,
nobody in the party does, so I'm gonna shut up.
the only thing that you know about her is that she was supposed to be some sort of legendary sorcerer, wizard, undead, uh, and that she had a lot of influence between the Emerald Claw.
Yeah.
Other
So
than
so
that,
we could reasonably make the assumption that she's a lich.
yeah. Except
Yeah.
for one thing.
Oh, okay, that would make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That sounds lich like.
She's a lich, so she's undead and she comes back. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes
But
sense.
but she's still mortal because she still has that one weakness that you can kill her with.
Well, no,
If
you can
she's fit.
kill a lich. You just have to break their phylactery or whatever.
Yeah, so she's still technically mortal, but she is hard to kill.
Well, we just kill her. We find out where she resurrects at, and we kill her again.
I mean, why don't we just kill? I mean, what is a phylactery? What?
Okay,
It
know
it
this
depends on the
answer.
lich.
Yeah.
It depends on the lich. Like most have some form of gem that they basically is like fist size in some settings. Others it can be like, oh, basically a Horcrux from Harry Potter. It depends entirely on the lich, the DM, and the setting.
It's a
So
really
it can
expensive
technically.
thing you break and then they die.
Yeah,
So it's like a. So it's like a really expensive plate.
Yes,
could be, could be.
could be literally anything.
Like if you do a Thor and like, oh, this cup looks fancy, drain it and throw it on the floor and it breaks and suddenly someone just screams and bursts into flame. Yeah, it could be that stupid.
Sounds like my grandma.
I mean, well, the thing about
Wow.
thing about phylacteries is we just need to find out the general area where it is, and then we just hire a random half orc from House Thras to lead us to it.
So it could be in a fine china shop.
The problem with that is that the more powerful the lich, the way more difficult it's gonna be to find the damn thing. We might know the general area, but we have to get to it.
Isn't locate objects a thing that House of Seekers can just do?
Yeah, but it works on like meters, not.
Oh, okay. That's different.
And-
Okay.
And
Sorry,
we are
addition
talking about a
differences.
lich's. This is a lich's
Uh,
phylactery we're
yeah,
talking about.
Yeah.
Even if it isn't, was it? If even if the item is magically inert for whatever plot McGovern reason, I'm thinking out of character here. And I would think any lich worth their salt would do whatever they can to ensure that it was hidden from from prying eyes on the off chance somebody inadvertently, knocked it off its shelf.
Yeah,
somewhere.
like
Oh, absolutely. This thing is at
I
the bottom of a deep dark dungeon somewhere.
not necessarily. I played I played a lich type character that had its phylactery in a demiplane that was
Oh.
basically you
That-
you have to know what demiplane to look for. That's like he put like entrances. It basically a human sized bag of holding. So like you had to know exactly what to ask for in order to get to the demiplane. That is basically a immortal character at that point.
Yeah, liches. If they are smart, they are very, very hard to kill. Um, People have been trying to kill this particular character for a lot of time. So, um, I am talking about dragons wanting to kill this this woman.
All right, so getting back in character.
Yeah.
So at
Yeah.
the so at the we're dealing with somebody who God knows has been around for who knows how long, and don't. Oh boy, this is
A big deal.
this is a very big deal. A very very big deal. Okay. I can't believe I'm saying this, but
But
if we're dealing with a, I'm assuming this. If we're dealing with an individual with this level of power, uh, maybe we need to keep Kessler around for information.
That's
Sliver
exactly what I
that's-
just
that's-
offered him, actually.
Yeah, Sliver starts waving the steel frog. Here you go.
Right,
Put him in
Steel
this.
Frog? I'm sorry?
Yeah,
Well-
he grabs like the head of it, twists it, and like, put something in here. Put Kessler's soul in there, and then he just puts it back. Basically, the sphere Sliver gave you before. He does little figurines.
All right. Emily's gonna look at the steel frog, is gonna look at the ring. You're just gonna kind of see her do like the thinking emoji face, and she's gonna say, "Challenge accepted."
well then.
so wait, you can technically put that in a thing, right? It
Challenge.
doesn't restrict you from the body.
I don't know if I can, but I sure as hell want to try.
Hmm.
Worst case
I mean,
scenario, we
let's-
put Merrick's in the ring.
I mean,
Listen.
let's be clear
Okay.
here. We want, because of what Emily just told us, we're more inclined to keep Kessler alive than Merrick's. And we're all of the agreement that, let's just make sure Merrick's is like 6 feet under. So we're all aiming to try and, do this thing where we're going to go and put, when Merrick's dies, his soul gets trapped in this ring. And then from there, we make sure the ring's destroyed. We but because of this, we shouldn't make that the end all thing. If Emily's unable to make this transfer work, and I motion to Emily, if Emily's not able to make this soul transference work, then we just have to be satisfied with the fact that uh, Sliver, since you requested it, be will be taking care of Merrick's the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Of course. Anyway.
Uh, that being said, I look towards Emily. You've got the mastercraft of a frog, but um, I'm not too familiar with the numerous runes and applications of arcane magics, but I don't don't you need to do more to this?
I mean, if I wanted to bring him back from the dead, it would be a lot more complicated. But I think to explain in layman's terms, picking up his soul and intentionally letting him haunt a frog, I could probably just do that with a few runes, maybe some Tinker's tools, maybe a Kyra Dragon Shard or something.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what was that last one?
Out of character, I'm just
Kyber
talking out of
Dragon
my
Shard.
ass.
Basically, it's a magic crystal that comes from deep in the earth.
Well, I got that. It's that case of okay. I just need some tape. I just need some paper clips, some handyman's tools. Oh, and a thermonuclear generator. Wait, what was
No,
that?
Yeah,
And
like
yeah,
a
not
cans
that
of
way.
jellicake uranium.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like uranium. Yeah, you can buy it actually. It's just
Oh,
really
boy.
expensive, and you have to know where to buy it and have backing from one of the houses. But you are in good relationship with two of the people that will fight for the head of the house Canid at this moment, so you can get one of those.
Yeah,
It
And
sounds
out
you're,
of character, I have
I'm a
no
high
idea the
value
mechanics for
operative
this.
for. I'm a high value operative for House Beneath, so it
Yeah,
shouldn't be difficult to convince. Like, hey, we just need a dragon shard, just a tiny
we
bit like
need,
a thumbnail.
All right,
we need a little bit of plutonium.
Lucas,
you
out
are
of
in good
character, I have
condition.
no idea how the fuck you bind souls instead of frogs, so Emily's just gonna kind of try and wing it, basically.
Yeah, it will be enchanting and
Probably some sort
yeah,
of Tinker's Tools check.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Immune.
we could also enlist like some help from some priests or something, just to like, yeah, we need to transfer the slave from the soul from this into that. Can you help us?
We need a montage.
I am down with a montage.
I
yeah,
mean, we
yeah.
Take it to the limits.
Done. The thing is that it's it will take little. It will take longer than 1 day.
I know, we got time. We're not in a huge rush.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
it should
in the
be fine.
morning, Merrick's will be
Oh.
killed.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, shit.
we gotta push that thing a week a bit, you know.
Okay, how about this then? If we want to keep both of them around, is Trap the Soul, is that still a spell in 5e?
As far as
think
I know,
yes.
no.
No?
Is?
I now I have made out. Let me look.
Because
It
we can
should be
just
a
do that
necromancy,
and
right?
put Merrick's in a gem, and then worry about it later.
What about that thing with the heads that we saw once?
Oh yeah, we can also do that thing the House of Vol does, and just resurrect him as a head.
You
I
actually-
don't think they will allow that, because at that point he can be resurrected a full body quite easily.
Oh, put him on. I mean,
it includes that risk, but can't you can't do that. The government won't approve, so
Well then again, is Trap
you
the
can do
Soul a
it in
thing?
secret. I'm looking for that, and
Because it's
Yeah.
basically it's a spell from
No,
where
that's
I'm from, where it's basically you
yeah.
kill someone, you put their soul in a gem,
Soul
and they can't be resurrected.
soul cage imprisonment. Trap the Soul is not, but there are others that are like similar. I think.
There are spells that let you trap a soul in a gem.
Yeah, there is so
Yeah. 6th level necromancy. Imprisonment is no, that's a complete thing. Yeah, Soul Cage is the one you want, but it's really like high level.
Yeah.
What's
boy.
what level?
6th level.
6th level necromancy.
Oh boy.
In other settings, that will be achievable, but in Everon, there are very few casters that can do that sort of stuff.
I
Alright,
know
well,
that.
in that
We
case,
basically have to go to Thorn.
okay, in that
Yeah.
case, if we're in a rush, then why don't I just start work on this fucking immediately, and you guys just try to buy me time?
Okay.
That's
Because
another.
So basically,
I don't
Yeah.
want to waste time if we're under a time pressure.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
all right.
I
So
don't.
how can we?
Bureaucracy.
Okay. Yeah. I
Delay Merrick's execution as long as possible.
Okay.
gonna,
So
like-
Forge.
I'm gonna Sliver. I'm gonna look towards you and say, I don't know how far I can get with this, but considering we have the crystal under analysis from the under analysis with the staff of the silver flame, maybe we can ax axa Sharn for an injunction, but I don't know how far the silver flame can get with this. Do you think you can get House Denise to also uh
Support a delay, a stay of
yeah,
execution.
yes,
Um,
I think it would work better if our two respective sort forces jointly like make this request. We'll definitely need to come up with a viable reason though, because
No, I don't think I can.
boy.
The Denise doesn't want to uh, cause the ire of Sharn. They need to work within Sharn, and I don't think I can get them. I could draw out the execution by having him admit his crimes. If I talk to Merrick's, we might be able to entice him. Hey, your mind, your soul will stay on this plane. So if you like work with me, this might be possible. But I don't think I can have him. Um, I don't think I can get a stay by like convince my house to get to support a stay.
Actually,
Okay.
didn't didn't you just say a few hours ago that it's like we could get a stay of his execution if we just say, hey, we need a bit more time to interrogate him?
No, not a full stay, but we could get some extra time until the like. That was the thing.
I
Lucas
don't
said.
know how much time this
Yeah.
thing's gonna take to make, but more hours the better.
You need. Let's see. This will be. I will consider that.
Emily's just
Yeah.
pulling out like a fucking Minecraft style crafting table and just putting it down in the silver flame chapel.
Yeah, Sliver is walking up and helping her. He's also of like Tinker's tools,
Minecrafting.
stuff like that. Yeah, he's also proficient in stuff
Let me
like.
check. Because actually everyone had some more lenient rules for making magic items, especially of this nature. In that sense of low level magic items. So let me check.
Are we overthinking this? What does a what does one of those rings cost?
Oh,
And so yeah,
that's
how
a
much?
good idea.
How much?
Just buy a
Is
second ring.
Is this
Yeah,
actually, yeah? Is this on the same magical prices thing?
Oh
yeah.
no! Fuck! That shit is expensive.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Screw it.
okay.
Okay,
Wait,
I
where
don't
is it?
need an entire ring of mind shielding. I just need an orb I can fit a soul in.
Yeah, the entire ring of mind shielding it costs 16,000 gold.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, no. Low level magical item. Yeah, nope.
No. I think that it's actually uncommon. Not, but the reason it's so expensive is for the power that it has for people trying to infiltrate stuff. I mean, it prevents mind reading for a politician. That's like almost mandatory. On the other hand, that's like almost mandatory on politicians. So there is a good chance that the head of House Canid has has one.
Huh.
If you can convince her of
Shouldn't
giving it
Merrick's
up,
had one then?
the other head of House Canid,
Yeah, but like, if this is mandatory, shouldn't Merrick's have had one?
$5 says
True,
the one.
actually.
actually yes.
$5
Can we
says
use
the one
his?
$5 says the
Actually,
one we're talking about right now is probably the one that Kessler's in right now.
oh fuck.
Don't
I mean,
give him ideas. We were so close.
I mean, is there evidence locker? We can, you know what I mean? Like you get arrested and they take your stuff until you're like out
Yes,
of bail.
you can go to
We
the
looted
agents.
him.
Yeah, you got him,
We-
so you can ask for everything that he has on him.
Let's do that.
John's gonna
Let's
John's gonna go do that.
I will say he has. Oh, actually, he was involved into some really shady stuff. So if I
Is
roll
he?
higher than a 5, he actually has one.
Please, God, please.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. Like fucking God. Okay, so he has one now. Good, right?
Yeah.
Alright. What else does he have on him? I'm curious.
Other than that, he has crystal of midget fully pawn. Other than
You said
that,
he was into some weird shit.
Merix has +1 wand of the War Mage. That's a +1 wand that negates penalty from cover.
Hmm.
Cool.
Ooh,
Wait,
let's write this
that's it?
down.
Or
That's in the evidence locker. Right now, but consider that the evidence locker belongs to House Zenith. They will give you the ring, even if some people may be sad because they won't be able to sell it, but it makes sense.
yeah. Okay. Good thing that
So
we got
give me
that.
back the frog.
Okay.
You can keep the frog.
Yeah.
Oh
All right, can
boy.
someone write all that down so I can?
Wait, hold on. Uh, shit, what was it? It was
Okay. Wand.
so
Wait,
what are the chances of that?
I'm sorry. I'm cutting out constantly. I've been having really bad internet last few days.
You're fine.
How does a wand of the War Mage help us with trapping Merrick's soul? I'm sorry, I might be a few minutes behind.
No, that
So
was
it was just he had that on him when we caught him. It's
Okay.
a part of
This is
his like the evidence that we took.
this is a bonus.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But do we
So
have a way
like
of
if you
trapping his
can
soul?
We got
like
the ring, his ring.
yeah, Emily, if you have a way to like incorporate that into your like gun, wouldn't you get like a boost to your firebolt?
Does it work on Firebolt?
Yeah,
Like
it
if you
works on
cast
all.
through the wand,
Yeah, it works on all spells that has an attack roll.
Cool. I'll take a +1 to hit, unless anyone else wants that.
Fireball
there-
can use it.
Fireball will use it, yeah, but
Well, I'm
No,
getting.
he can't. He doesn't have opposable thumbs. Fuck. He can't. You have to
I
have
mean,
opposable thumbs for that.
you
That's in
sure?
the rules. Yeah. The only familiar or stuff like that that can use magical items are flying monkeys because they have opposable thumbs. You have to have it.
Well, like,
I mean, I can
all right,
probably
never mind,
give
never
him
mind.
opposable thumbs, but I don't
Do
think
not
it.
touch the cat.
You give him like,
You will have a very angry 14-year-old coming for you.
all right.
Somebody is like,
Question.
hey, I like impossible thumbs. I don't know what I will do with them, but I like the idea of having them.
Cool.
It's just like
I will
they're
take.
like it's just a power glove for like cats and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait. You could attach it to the homunculus, his
Oh,
jetpack.
that will make sense. If you attach it
Yeah.
to the homunculus and
Yeah.
and you can cast spells through the homunculus,
Yeah,
All right,
fireball
cool.
that
will
was my
shoot
point.
to the homunculus and will shoot to the homunculus with the wand. Yeah, that makes sense.
I will do that. Cool. I'll
Alright.
incorporate the wand into the
Oh,
homunculus
man, I
jetpack.
wanted the possible thumbs, but well, this is fine too.
Question: is there someone in the ring in Merrick's ring or no?
If you check
Okay.
for that, no, the ring is empty.
Okay, so vacant right now.
Vacant.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just double checking because we don't
That
want any
makes
more.
sense. Maybe he had someone trapped there.
Yeah. John's gonna give the ring to Emily. All right, you try to whip something up with that, I guess. Or oh no, we're
Put it
using
on
it.
his
Yeah, we're
finger.
just using
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Just be like, oh, hey, Merrick, wear this when you die.
Yeah.
And now we got 2 of these
Shit.
rings.
Yeah. One for the vampire, one for the asshole. You know?
I will write
Yeah.
these down.
Makes
Can you
sense.
wear both of them at the same time?
That's a good question.
Like, can they like talk to each other through the ring through your mind or something like that? Or
I am
Yes.
not a telephone exchange yet.
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 But yes, they could talk to each other if they are both of the same ring in the same person.
All right, well,
okay,
in that case, why don't you take Kessler and I'll take Merrick's?
you talking about Jonah?
Yes.
Wait, so you want me to take the vampire?
Yeah, because the whole reason for this is I'd like to be able to talk to Merrick's.
Okay, okay, let's trade.
Cool. Well,
It's like
we have to
Pokemon
wait for
cards.
Merrick's to die first. You have to
Okay,
die
okay,
wearing
okay.
the ring.
I'm sorry, it's like so much shit's going on right now. All right, you take. It's like Pokemon trading cards right now.
Something like that.
All right, Emily, do you want the
Oh,
vampire?
uh,
No, wait, no. Hera, do you want the vampire?
I will be back in 5. Sorry. One.
This 1, 2 hit.
You're good.
And
I'll take this opportunity to go refill up on coffee, and yeah, sure, I'll hold on to one of the two rings.
Yeah, you know, talk to have a buddy.
All right, beer beat.
All right. You know, that was a pretty fucking lucky thing right there. You know.
hey.
Yeah. Emily, gotta ask. No, wait, that's not. Sorry, never mind.
What?
No, I just gonna ask. Have you leveled up? Like, have you increased your intelligence or something? Just wanted to check if
Nope.
the homuncular leveled up.
But
But that's
it's still
next
plus
level.
4.
+4.
Yeah, my
You gave me a
intelligence is...
+3.
Oh, well then yes, my intelligence is a 19 currently.
Yeah, so
My proficiency bonus is only +3 though.
Yeah.
how-
Is there?
no, yeah. Oh, so doesn't the homunculus go by your intelligence? Modifier?
Its HP is 1 plus my int plus my artificer level. But its attack is proficiency bonus. It's
Oh,
my
okay,
spell attack modifier to hit, and my spell attack modifier is +7. Oh, +8 now with the wand.
Yeah, I know.
And it deals D4 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 3.
I'm updating fireballs, everything.
There you go.
What do you guys think if I got a net gun? Just like a giant net gun.
I mean, weirder
Well,
things
we
have
both
happened.
we both know that Emily's gonna go, oh, we can electrify it.
I mean, non-lethally, like a taser, you know?
Yeah.
Work. I'm contemplating just getting a bunch of non-lethal things just to like capture people.
Okay, you're not Fred anymore. You can't just knock out everything.
Hey, it makes more sense now. It's I'm known for grappling now, basically.
So take the grappler feat.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just listen.
Mucho,
It's
mucho.
more fun. Exactly. It's more funnier for like a like a very. I mean, Jonah's not exactly weak, but like very like non-beefy rabbit and hench like tackling you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I return.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm back.
Alright,
Hello.
Ooh, actually, on the subject of infusions, hey, Hariel, can I see your sword for a quick second?
Sure. Hands it over.
What's it called? Emily just kind of reaches into her arm. She presses a button, and you're just gonna see like a rod that looks like it came out of like a uranium power plant just kind of sticks out. I press a button on the bottom of my sword. There's a little like opening that appears. I push the rod into it and press the button, and suddenly your sword is glowing bright pink. Boop.
okay.
I can do this now.
Good
And now we have a rave.
God
Ariel's
forbid
holding a
someone.
giant glow stick.
Well, and it can blind people. It also can do that.
So Hariel is looking at the sword, and on one hand, she's she's you're she's happy because your infusions have been generally useful, and ultimately, it's a sign of goodwill and how much you actually care for her as a person. On the other hand, every combat instinct and martial training she's had in the military screaming, I am walking around with a gigantic with a glowing hot pink target.
I mean, the off
on
button's on the
me.
other side, but you know, if you don't want it to
This is
glow.
what this is what she's thinking. She's looking at it, and you see a small smile on her face.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
she's
you can turn it off. Like while holding it, the wielder can take a bonus action to cause it to shed bright light.
I like to
So,
imagine
yeah, you
Emily
can't
has like a
turn it
third
off.
button on it where you can just change the hue of the light if you want to go full rave.
RGBT.
Oh yeah, this is
RG
totally a fucking RGP sword.
Yeah,
RGB.
in order to turn it off, you have to press like 7 times, and it goes through different blinking and like frequency shifting, like tick 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 tick. Tick.
so you
There.
see
I
Harry.
mean,
You see
I mean,
Harry
you
go
can
and
take.
touch the blade, like the back of like the spine of the blade, and it starts changing because like wait no, not starts touching and touching and touching and touching, and finally it stops going like I'm going. I didn't memorize any of that.
Yeah. On the
Okay.
second to last press, it starts making room sounds as she's moving it. Basically,
Uh,
a toy lightsaber.
did you hear the anecdote about Ewan McGregor and the lightsaber sounds?
Yeah.
I love it. Ewan McGregor during the filming of episode 1, the director had to stop him many times from doing the lightsaber sounds when he was fighting.
Yeah.
No, that will be doing in editing later. You don't have to.
Yeah. Like, that was the funniest part. Nobody actually knew how big of a fan he was,
No,
like,
and he was
going in. And
biggest
he
possible
actually
fan.
corrected Lucas on several things. Like, no, but that you can't do that because. And he just started bringing up lore facts, and Lucas just stared at him, going like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, what? What
Couldn't
movie was this? What
him.
movie was this?
Episode 1,
The one.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Lucas was kind of a bit off that
a
during
lot.
those times. You know?
Yes.
All right. Also, I should also mention as Hariel finishes playing around with the hammer, if I can do the same infusion on more than one weapon, I totally had the exact same RGP setup on my hammer as well.
Okay. No, you can only use it.
Oh,
each
can I
infusion
only
can only
infuse?
use
Like, can
once.
I
Yeah.
only make one weapon? All right. Well, then I just have the regular +1 on my hammer then.
Okay.
Hey, question: what infusions can you do for my handcuffs, if that's possible?
What infusions can I
Oh.
do on your handcuffs? I could turn them into a bag of holding.
How'd that work? How does that even work?
The captive's hands just vanish.
That could would that stop a wizard?
I mean, I can only do 3 infusions a day, and one of them is permanently the jetpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
that
and the
wouldn't.
other one is you, and you need one of them to be your weapon, or you
Yeah,
won't.
I also like I don't want to be selfish with my infusions, but if I'm not holding a magic weapon, I literally can't melee.
Okay. So you have like 2 infusions
I have
a
2
day in a sense.
I have my hammer, I have the jetpack, and I have the RGP sword. Those are my infusions right now.
Oh, okay, never mind then. So
When I
no
get higher
infusions.
level, I will be happy to hand more of them out. Don't worry.
Okay. So I'm just saying because like I don't know, thinking like there's an infusion that like kind of like sort for it. Like you can handcuff like more than one people with one pair in a way.
I have an infusion where I can basically duplicate any common magic item. So if there's a particular magic item you want, I could probably do it.
Yeah.
I gotta think about this for a little bit. I gotta ask
As long
Lucas.
as it's a common item, I can duplicate it.
So handcuffs, basically. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
handcuffs
it's
is
not magic
basically, or you shove the guy you want to handcuff in a bag of holding.
I've
There's supposed to be like an hour of air in there, right?
Oh, I was thinking about someone that something that will be quite interesting to put in handcuffs. That will be an immovable rod.
Oh, there's a cool idea.
that's a smart idea, actually.
You can
Yeah.
handcuff someone and you activate the handcuffs so they are unmovable.
Yeah.
And it's like you can
Yeah.
forget about that person because he won't be going anywhere.
Is an
You're
immobile rod a
paralyzed.
common item? Because I can totally do that.
No, I think that's not. I think that's uncommon.
Is it
Uh,
common?
I will look for.
All right.
I know. I think that it's not on.
Man, if you keep on talking about bags of holding, it's probably remind me of Kevin's campaign where
It's
basically
uncommon.
So I can't do it.
You would eventually you will be able to do it, but not yet.
Oh, do I eventually get cool? Okay.
Yeah, that will be a good enchantment for the handcuffs. Like, clack.
yeah, true, yeah, exactly.
No, he doesn't.
Right there.
I'm looking at the replicate magic item list now. He doesn't get rod of like immovable rod, right?
No? Oh.
Aww.
I mean,
No.
I can just
can you
buy one.
forge?
He
Can you
can
forge?
take one, but it will cost you money. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's a
money.
good thing we have 2 magic rings now that cost 10 billion gold.
I don't think we'll be exactly selling them anytime soon, but whatever.
I know that's the joke.
Yeah.
You have a lot of gold that you cannot use for anything else.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
we gotta we can't liquidate them yet.
Anywho, so I don't actually have to do any work now?
No, you're free. So you
All
can
right.
help to investigate the orb if you want.
Oh yeah, let's figure out how the hell this thing works.
The
Oh yeah. So
the
we've got
priest
the orb
are
stuff
going
and
to,
we got the martial stuff. Okay.
yeah, the people that the church will be experimenting on that, so you can help them.
I begin whacking
Uh,
it with my wrench, but lightly.
you can, if you stay for the night, make an Arcana check.
I would love to.
For Hariel, it will be an investigation check to search through the archives.
You two
Gotcha.
want to stick around and help, or
Uh,
I'm
I
gonna
mean, what?
head back to House Denise to see if there's any bounty on Kessler.
I got
I do have his teeth to show off as a proof of
What do you have?
death.
What do you have? His teeth.
Proof of death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, makes all the sense.
Yeah.
All right. Here. Okay. Rolling investigation.
18.
So,
Jesus.
Do you want some help with investigation, Ariel?
I would definitely appreciate some help with the investigation.
Okay, let me help you with that. Give me 1 second.
There's there's a lot of reports to go through because we are talking about that war, and man, just trying to figure out there's only so much I can figure out with all these documents and redacted.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't
That's
know
just
the
how
Dewey
Sire
Decimal
was
System.
back in the day.
There we go.
okay, Jonah. Uh, let's get started. Emily, looking at this orb, they are making some experiments and some testing, and
Oh, sorry.
I will consider that you are being helped by other people. So you have a 26, and there are a lot of priests out there. So roll 1d4 for guidance.
Cool. I'll take the guidance.
Actually, Yona, you can do that too.
1d4. All right.
1d4.
Okay.
Well, but that puts you at 25. So, um, well, looking at the orb, they realize something.
Huh.
The energy appears to come from above, but it actually is coming from a demiplane.
Ooh.
Uh, that's one of the things that they are looking at in this orb. Putting other kind of energy doesn't change the alignment of the orb. The orb is aligned with this demiplane and only this demiplane.
Do we know which demiplane it is?
Uh, it's one of the it's a the thing is that there is no map of all the demiplanes that exist. This demiplane appears to be uh, some sort of seal, like there is something preventing the demiplane to ever become in contact with Everon, with the material plane, and this is some sort of opening in that seal.
Interesting.
Uh, yeah, actually, most of the magic of the orb, what it does is to puncture a hole in the seal and let some of the energy of the demiplane manifest in this wall. Uh, and you're quite sure that if you put enough positive energy in it, the link will break and the orb will become inert.
So that's kind of the only way to disarm it, basically, right?
I mean,
Uh,
maybe we can reverse the polarity on this or something.
looking at that,
I'm
no, you cannot. You can try to fabricate an entire other orb from scratch to try to link to another demi-plane on another plane using this, but um, but if you but you cannot change this orb to function to another demi-plane.
No, I'm
It's
saying, can we track down which demiplane it is by playing the music backwards, as it were?
Oh, when you say that, one of the priests says, well, it will be possible to open a door to that demiplane and send someone in, but
Or just
I
blow it
would
up?
recommend to do that. Yeah, or pull something out. But I will recommend that if we will pursue that sort of investigation, to do it uh, far away from any um, place where people live.
Ah, of course, of course.
that's on the canyon.
But the Argentum has actually they won't admit the Argentum in front of you. So that's it. There are some places where this investigation can be pursued. I will ask for my superiors uh, for advice on what to do about this. Right now, we will put positive energy in this enough to make the orb become inert. So, in case that we need to activate it again, we can do that by putting in a place with a connection to Mava so it absorbs negative energy.
Hmm. That's safe.
No,
Oh,
that's why we. That's why I will have to ask my superiors.
all right.
There is no safe way to deal with this. Um, no, there's just no safe way to deal with this. Uh, so I will be. We will be using this. We will be using this for. What can I say? How can I say it?
Experimentation.
Yeah, but far away from civilization.
Good. Yeah. Better put that in remote islands or something like that.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Um, because if we don't do that, we risk another event like the one that happened before, and well, we cannot allow that ever.
Yeah. Definitely. That was awful. Yeesh.
So from now on, this will remain under protection and keep fed with positive energy, so it cannot do harm.
Yeah. Uh, I'm surprised you guys don't have a vault for this kind of stuff. Like dangerous artifacts or anything like that.
I
It's a
imagine I
good thing I'm
do.
not there. It's a good thing I'm not there.
Well,
Eh,
where are you?
well, you
The library. They are
Oh,
yeah,
like
library.
a
yeah.
workshop slash laboratory, and she's in at the library.
Okay.
Uh, well, in the library, you spend some time, and eventually, Shona, you find that it's quite unlikely that the Emerald Claw caused the morning. Mostly because most activity of the Emerald Claw begin after the morning. Actually, they recruit a lot of people by saying that they that that the Karanati need to continue the war, and that they will win eventually.
Oh,
But
so it's national propaganda.
yeah, nationalist propaganda. But on the other hand, there are some reports from spies in inside Karanat that says that the Emerald Club may have operated under another name in the past, and only won power during the war, but that actually existed from before. Especially the mentions of Lady Ilmarrow are older, and so in that regard, maybe. But the other thing that doesn't add up is that for most of the reports of the morning, they are not about negative energy. Uh, from a scientific point of view, it's mostly like suddenly all magic start to malfunction. It's
Oh,
like suddenly something changed the laws of magic.
so it's kind of like an anti-magic zone in a way, right?
Uh, yeah, but some people compare it with the what happens when some sorcerers lose control, but on a massive scale,
Oh, wild magic, basically, right?
wild magic. But in a more malignant form, because in this case, well, there is a lot of investigation about living spells that suddenly become alive and kill the casters.
Hmm.
Something that usually don't that never happens to sorcerers. Um, and some people consider that maybe uh, it was some sort of experiment, new weapons system being tested. So yeah, that's what you have. The Emerald Clock could be responsible because it's older than what people usually believe. But on the other hand, the mourning is not that related to Mavar or the negative energy plane.
Uh, interesting. Hario, eh, what do you think the day of mourning is? Like, it's just a big like explosion of negative energy, right? I'm
You
asking this in character.
you see Harry, just Harry will tense up, like the book the book the file she's reading just like crumple up a bit, and
Hmm,
but she calms herself down.
hmm. I know I'm no magical physicist, but this seems like textbook negative energy. It seems more of kind of an inside job kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I don't know what exactly. No, that's incorrect. I know what happened on the day of boarding. It was a goddamn travesty of. Sorry, sorry.
No, no, you're good.
You're
You're good, man.
you're asking
Oh,
about you're asking about what could have caused it. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know what caused it. I don't know what would cause. Well, I don't know what would cause my own radiant and my own radiance to literally burn me and everybody close to me in a day. I don't know what could have caused it. I and anybody I've asked about the subject has never given me a clear answer. In all honesty, what Emily said a few hours ago has been more concrete than other things I've asked from other arcane spellcasters to any of the higher ups that'd be willing to deny me with the with the time of day. Your guess is as good as mine. What?
Mm.
Why are you asking this anyway?
Just looking through files and books. It doesn't seem like an actual thing from a plane. More, it seems like man-made. If you get what I'm saying,
Well, funny you mentioned planes, actually, Emily says, because we've
Are you
had a bit of
walking
a
into the
breakthrough.
library?
We found a bit of a
Yeah.
breakthrough on the orb.
Oh, Ariel's a bit surprised. What breakthrough? Wait. You have a breakthrough, and you're saying I'm getting ahead of myself. I get this way when it comes to that day.
The orb creates a break in the planes. This is basically a gate spell, in easiest way I can explain it. This thing is connected to a demiplane, and think of that demiplane as a giant jug full of negative energy. This is the break in said jug. Dumps all that negative energy out here into Eberron, and, well, you probably saw the effects of it. It's not a bomb, per se, it's more of a door.
So, on the day of mourning, somebody was trying to open a door to this plane of existence?
That's my current theory, yes, is that what caused... Again, I don't know if this is necessarily connected to the day of mourning, but assuming my theory is correct, and honestly, it would kind of make sense in the context of a giant fuck-off war that someone would be trying to open a door to, well, not necessarily hell, but one of the planes, probably Mabar. Because if you're in the middle of a war, what's the best thing to do? It's to kill everyone.
So somebody... No,
Somebody was trying to plane shift, and it either went horribly wrong or horribly right.
I mean, it seems like technically it's acting like a bomb, right? But it's not
Yes,
actually.
but the fact that it's planes related means we have a counter to it.
What, we just drop this in the plane of positive energy and boom,
Dimensional
bada boom,
anchor.
it's done.
Dimensional anchor.
Emily, if this was an accident, if we were it you have more knowledge of the arcane, and you've been working with the clerics and the other spellcasters researching this thing. If you were looking at this as a form of an accident, what would have been the most likely cause of an accident when you're trying to connect a gate?
I mean, I don't know, and that's mostly because I don't think this sort of thing was created as an accident. This sphere is incredibly delicate, so if this sphere is what caused the day of mourning, whoever made this thing knew what they were doing. This was no accident. If it was created as an accident, then yes, my best theory would probably be wild magic or something similar.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I was looking for. It's like the day morning, like it was like a weird,
Jonah, do you
a
not know
weird
what the
dome.
day of mourning was?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know. I don't exactly come around these parts too often,
Where the hell were you for
Yeah,
the last 2 years?
like he could have arrived from the Feywild yesterday, like basically.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. Jonah, do you know
There's
what the
other
last
people.
war was?
Oof, oof. I honestly don't remember.
For the last, okay, to summarize very quickly, for the last 100 years, pretty much the entire world has been at war over stupid royal nonsense. And that's what led to the creation of the Warforged, among other things. The reason that war stopped wasn't because anyone had a winner or there was any victory. It's because one of the major nations, the Five Nations Sire, fucking exploded because someone dropped a magical nuke on it, which was essentially the day of mourning. And these spheres might be what just caused an entire nation to explode. That's why me
We
and
should
Hariel
point-
are so worried.
We should point out that the magical nuke thing is a theory still. We
Yes,
don't know if that is actually what happened. It's just the most today, right now. It's the most likely scenario
we
based
don't
on what
know
we
what
found.
happened to Sire, but all we know is that one day it was fine, and the second day, me and my mom were teleporting the fuck out of there because everyone was getting vaporized. So if this stuff we're dealing with right now has anything to do with the firepower to destroy a nation, you can imagine why we're slightly concerned.
Out of character, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very bad at this lore right now. The lore of the current universe.
All good. We can just say your character doesn't care about history. Everyone's a weird setting.
There are people like that.
Sorry about that, everybody.
No, good. All good.
No, all good, man. Like I had a friend who just asked, "Hey, wait, have you heard that there's a war in Ukraine?" Wait, what?
Okay, yeah, that's
There are people like that in the real world, so
Yeah, so Jonah being like that, yeah, completely fine.
yeah.
It doesn't hit me right now, right here. I don't care. I get that absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, you know, it's yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Back into character. Yeah. Sorry about
But yes,
that, everybody.
this thing, this orb creates an opening in the plains, and if that's what caused the day of mourning, then I don't believe it was any sort of accident. I believe there was an army marching on Sire, and whoever was in charge of Sire said, "We're doing fucking anything to save Sire," and may have gone a little bit overboard and destroyed their entire nation.
Those political reasons, essentially.
Well, it was a war. There was a war going on.
Yeah, political reasons. That's what I'm saying.
And,
And
well,
just-
there's a reason Sire is currently a wasteland.
as everybody, as we're all here talking about this, Hariel has gone very quiet, and at this specific moment in time, Hariel's going to just get up and just say that she needs a moment and just walk straight off. Just walk straight off. And Lucas,
yes.
where's the nearest like I want to head back to Sharn, so there should be something of this nature. I think I was here before in an earlier session, like one of the monuments for those.
Yeah, the one for the morning. Yeah,
those
there's
were
several
devoted.
actually.
Whoa. Getting a lot of feedback there.
I haven't heard that sound in a long time.
Is that me? Wait, let me.
Oh,
Testing.
I don't hear the feedback, so maybe it's me.
Let me
Yeah, it was one of those like old time when you had a headphone and like magnetic listening stuff, like
Yeah.
a Walkman. That stuff. I haven't heard that in decades. Oh,
Hey, you heard that weird noise?
yeah.
The nostalgia.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was fucking what are those things called? Where it's like Morse code for a second. There we go.
What I said, like, who's Morse coding right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
it's Lucas.
Here we go again.
oh, subliminal messages. Holy shit.
It's Lucas. You might want to unplug and plug in your mic.
Like, how
Okay.
old are you guys if you don't know that sound? Ah, I feel old.
How old are you? How old are you?
34.
I'm man. I'm 19.
Oh, jeez.
I, my headphones never got. Usually, by the time that sound kicked in, the wire covering on my headphones is gone. And I'm seeing the copper inside, and at that point, I'm throwing it out.
All right, Lucas,
Okay,
you need me
now
to buy you new headphones.
I'm
actually,
playing with
I don't
children.
need headphones, but I do have uh, question on the mic. So I keep making that sound.
Not
I mean,
anymore.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine.
you fixed it.
Let's hope that fix it.
all right.
Yeah.
What was it? Right. So Lucas,
Yeah.
Harry at between a very brisk walk and the slowest jog, Hariel is just heading directly to the nearest monument in Sharn that is dedicated to the day of to those who lost their lives on the day of mourning.
Well,
Like,
considering that
like
you are in the temple district, that's
oh
pretty close.
no, I mean I'm heading there, but I'm not staying anywhere near the temple. Like I
Okay.
am trying to get away
Yeah,
from.
you get away a little.
Yeah,
Uh,
like I will if I'm running into people or just like inadvertently shoving people away, I'm like muttering under my breath like sorry, excuse me, sorry. I'm I'm booking it without actually running.
okay, yeah. Well, you cross. You get out of the district, the temple district. You eventually get to the. Was let me. You are in the temple district, so middle wards. Yeah, you go to the marketplace. That's the closest thing that you have outside of the temple district. Or you can go down onto the tavern district.
No, I'm ge- I'm getting out of the temple district. I know that much because I'm just processing a lot. But I I am looking for the closest place. So
Yeah,
I'll
so
be in the
we'll go to
marketplace.
the trade fair marketplace, and in there, in one of the square, in one of the intersections, there is a standing stone with names of people that came from this district and died during the morning or in the war. Actually, it serves both purposes.
Okay. So so all of you after Harold just like quickly and quietly says I need to step away. She just she's like fast walking out the door and just to reaffirm the point, I'm not trying to like hide or stealth away. So if anybody does decide to follow after me or something, it shouldn't be hard to like follow after me. There'll be a bunch of there should be a bunch of angry people like how rude that person didn't even say excuse me as they shovel through.
Yeah, nonchalantly, basically.
So, anyone follow her?
I'll follow her
Yeah,
for
Jonah, do
once.
you think we should
Okay.
go after her? She doesn't look like she's in a good mood right now.
I'll
Fireball's following.
Fine.
I'll go check up on her. You two do what you usually do. But
Yeah.
it's so far.
Fi-
So far.
Fireball is like flying off after her, just like staying a respectful distance, still
Okay.
flying.
Even with her.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow Harry, basically. Like trying.
Yeah, follow her is easy. She's not trying to hide. She's just running through the city. until you eventually reach the marketplace and the monument to the fallen in the war.
Uh, does she? Would she knows me? Or actually, no. Harriel, would you knows me or no?
No, because specifically because at after after all that, just trying to come to terms with the fact that we're that I'm a soldier. I'm a former soldier, and we were and as soldiers, we give our lives for the country and such. But to, but it's there's that, and then there's the whole our lives are being thrown away type thing, and resolving that with the fact of my dead squad mates. Joan, I'm not going to notice you, Jonah, because once I get there to the memorial, I'm probably going to get down on my knees, and I'm probably I would pro I don't think I'd be full on like bawling, crying, but I would definitely be in tears, and I know for a fact I would be looking at the my necklace of the dog tags I have of my deceased squad mates, and just wondering, was it all worth it?
Mm. So, so Fireball's there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's flying like basically right above you. We're holding the same like distance at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's in his little biplane. Yeah.
No, he jetpack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, jetpack. Yeah,
It's
he's in the.
a biplane jetpack.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just imagining Sharn pigeons are like New York City pigeons, where they're just like they're flying rats. They don't give
A fi-
they don't give any fucks whatsoever until a predator comes into play.
Yeah, but like
but
if
a
Fireball would be
flying rat.
walking on the floor on the ground, they would just ignore him. But suddenly he's at their level, flying their speed. They're freaking the fuck out. Like
Gotta go
like
fast.
like the skies were ours.
yeah,
What you're up here for?
Oh, man.
What has
Wait,
science
this is
done?
the end of us. What the science does.
uh, I'm.
So so getting back, that Harriel would be too much in that destruct. She'd be full on this destruct straight to actively notice you and Fireball like coming towards her. If I would think that if you even got close to me, you probably like hear me like quietly crying slash sobbing.
Fireball's gonna land, walk up, sit next to you, and put one paw like on your like leg.
It, Jonah, are you getting close?
I mean, he's slowly getting close. You probably smell like tobacco, like getting close. You know what I mean? He's lighting a cigarette.
So, she's been she's always had this necklace, like under her like tunic and under her armor and stuff, and the from wherever you're standing, you can see that it's a total of 6 dog tags, and the- I'm just I'm like grasping onto the necklace, hands trembling, and just I'm I am just so focused on the tags right now, and and after some time I say like, "Y- we weren't the best squad, we I mean, it's not like we were some. It's not like we were crack commandos that could be thrown into the thick of things. But we we weren't just a bunch brand, of brand new recruits who didn't know anything. We fought together. We survived together. We saw things that would bow over. I I remember that day. It was just supposed to be a simple a simple day, as as much as a simple day you get with active battle going on. We weren't even near the front lines. It wasn't even. We had finished off a rotation, and we were sent to be the rear guard. And with the way everything was going, it's we couldn't even. The idea of an attack was didn't even cross our minds. Sire, Sire was under so much pressure, so so much pressure, and even though we had to we had to stay vigilant, it was our it was our time to rest and recuperate before it was our turn to go back to the front. And there, there's this weird sound and a flash, and we were just standing around, just finishing off a drill, and then and I look up at you, Jonah, and I'm like, and all I could smell was burning, and it, it wasn't it was a different kind of it was a different kind of burn, not the smell of structures burning or that the essence of that residue that comes off um, uh, when a wizard fires off a fireball. It was a, it was it still smelled burning, and that's when I realized that yeah, I was smelling like things cooking. And I'm looking and I see myself, and I see Devent and Ashara and and Ariel can't. It takes so much for her to try and say the rest of the names, and she just curls into herself. Eh,
You, you see Jonah kind of like cuddle. Is that the right word? Cuddle her, or or hug? Yeah, there you go. Hug Harry and say like, you don't have to say them. You don't have to say them. Say their names. She's kind of like soothing her in a way. Does Harry react to this, or
Uh, she. It's a weird yes and no situation. Like you go into hug her and everything, and she she's like she's like leaning on top of you. She's not like collapsing on top of you, but she's definitely putting some weight on you. But at the same time, she's not. Her eyes are unfocused. Like you can definitely see like where she's at right now. It's not in the present. She's somewhere else.
She's kind of blinded right now, like PTSD blinded.
And through her tears and sobbing, she's whether she's asking you or she's asking herself, you're hearing her say, "Was it was it worth it in the end? Was it worth them dying? Was it worth the burning?" And it's that last sentence that she's going to keep muttering to herself. Was it worth the burning? And she's going to keep muttering that until Harriel like exhausts herself and she kind of like nods off.
Jeez. Oh. She kind of like passes out.
Uh, she does. Like, thank God she was the way she was leaning. She wasn't leaning in such a way that you're suddenly like buried under her. But after a while you probably realize that she goes quiet and you look and she's like she's conked out.
Oof. Joe's gonna go call. Is gonna call like a sky coach, get her in it. You know.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, because she's definitely out cold, right?
Unless Lucas is going to say otherwise, this is Harriel just trying to process the fact that an incident like the day of mourning could possibly just been a whole bunch of resolve a whole bunch of political backdrop. It's like what it's calling into question what everybody died for that day. Like
Yeah,
the
you know.
equivalent of like throwing dirt into somebody's face. Like out of character, Lucas and I have talked about this, and it's a thing on her. It's a thing off her character sheet that she still deals with the nightmares of that day.
I know.
It's her. It's her Vietnam, basically.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. It was everybody's.
yeah, she has more personal experience than many. But yeah, most veterans have some.
So yeah, Lucas. Unless you say otherwise, Harriel's going to
You
basically
you can
like
collapse there.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call a sky coach to get us both back uh to the others, basically.
Okay.
To
Well,
the Church of Silver Flame or to
There.
Hostany.
Where are you guys at right now? You're in
We're back
Emily's
at the
in
church, I
the
assume.
church,
Or
and
Emily's at the
Sliver is
church, but
happening.
Sliver, I headed back to House Beneath to see if like what could be done with Kessler's remains, if there were any
Oh,
like
Oh,
bounty or anything.
okay, I see.
um,
So the church probably.
okay, yeah. In that sense, in House the Need, they will tell you that the city will give a reward for Kessler. And in that case, it should be at least 1,000 gold.
All right.
Fine. Wow, money right there.
Big
There.
question. I killed Kessler both times. Do I get all of it?
What?
I'm kidding. I am very much kidding.
I was gonna say the way you phrased that, I was like, what? Fucking
It's
Like,
more
for,
just Sliver's share of the money if he wants to.
yeah, but like when he ran, I was the one who threw the axe that made him go poof into mist. I was the one who headbutted his coffin to find him. I was the one who cut off his head.
That,
you,
but
But yeah, everybody gets
yeah,
200
yeah,
gold.
250 actually. There's 4 of us.
yeah,
What about Fireball?
yeah. Fireball.
Oh, all right.
Fireball wants a share. Wants a share.
oh yeah, Fireball. Yeah.
Hey,
We skipped him once. We're not skipping him again.
that
What's he
fire,
gonna buy? What's he even gonna buy?
fireball. You
He
should.
has
Fireball-
armor. He has like arcane focuses that he can buy. He can buy catnip.
I was
Like,
gonna say that catnip. Yeah. New mouse toy.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Sharn we're talking about. I'm pretty sure that a shopkeep's going to a shopkeep deals with. If there's any place that deals with animal familiars coming in and be like, hello, good sir, I would like 2 arcane focuses, and do you have any of that Tharn catnip? Like, no,
Yeah.
you only have you only have Vault. I can't handle that stuff. That's too much. Just
Yeah.
give me the 2 arcane focuses. Plop down 500 gold and just fly out. And the shopkeeper will be like, that's the 5th one
Yeah.
this week.
He did
Good
find
dealer.
this one little place in the red light district that has a Tressym on staff. So yeah, he wants to make a visit.
Oh, the life of Fireball.
How much are get well baskets? Like fruit baskets.
I just collapse. I'm not I'm not terminal.
I'm just saying it's just a nice gesture to get a fruit basket. You know what I mean? How much are they for real? How much are they?
Quite probably like 1 silver.
I'll buy a fruit basket. All right, you're getting this fruit basket, Hariel. It was the last thing I do.
I'll take a fruit basket over fruitcake any day.
So what's wrong with fruitcake?
Personally, my family makes horrible fruitcake, and as such, I've been turned off on fruitcakes in general. So
Sounds like they're not putting
Yeah.
enough sugar in them.
Or you're just getting the wrong recipe.
Or you you don't you prepare the fruit properly. Like
no,
you
you guys
should dry
you
it
guys-
and then candy it, and then you're gonna use it because then it gets so fucking moist.
No, you guys are misunderstanding. It's not a case of the fruit cake is just bad because my folks are West Indian and they can make some good sugary stuff. It's literally the ingredient list. I read that. I've eaten that from elementary school through to when I finally moved out, and it's just like I can't understand how you people can eat this. You are literally using the worst port you can possibly have, and we're West Indian. We literally have like 20 different types of rum. Why are you
Hey, man.
why are you going to bargain Costco's to get the gallon port that nobody else drinks and use that in this fruit cake?
Oh god.
I mean, I think it's more like a pricing issue, maybe.
Honestly, that's the thing with fruitcake. You're supposed to put like different shit in it. You're supposed to be like, okay, I'm gonna put like maple syrup in my fucking fruitcake because I want it to taste different. You're supposed to experiment with it.
Yeah.
That's a funny fucking picture. I don't know why. Just fucking putting like a pile of maple syrup in that shit. Maybe because you're Canadian, man. But I don't know.
What's wrong with
Hey.
putting maple syrup in fruitcake?
I got a different fruitcake. I'm Spanish, so it's like a very different kind of thing for me.
And see, that's the thing right there. It's not even a generalization thing. Every family has a different way of cooking fruitcake. And with my Guyanese family, if I ever went down to Guyana for Christmas time, they would sit there and eat this fruitcake and totally have it. But me, I have tried it, and it is just god awful to me. And subsequently, I've been turned off by fruitcake since.
One of these days, you should make your own fruitcake, and make it better than theirs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this. I found the recipe. This.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
my mom
okay.
makes sometimes. She'll make it like
That's
around Christmas time.
that's classic fruitcake. I don't know what
Yeah.
Harry was talking about. Different kind of like.
Let-
No offense, man, to your family
no,
traditions.
No, I've told once I was old enough that they couldn't pull that whole you're my kid type thing. I'm like, Mom, seriously, when I move out of the house, if you love me, do not send me the fruitcake. Don't. I will put it or my
She's
pastry.
she's gonna send you the fruitcake. You know that for a fact.
No, she
Like-
hasn't. She listened and has yet to send me a fruitcake. And look, right there, 1/3 cup rum or orange juice, and yet we're using crappy port. Like, why?
Yeah, like if you go back a couple of 100 years in the recipes, they get some really creative stuff in the like fruitcakes and stuff.
So I should probably mention we're still live on Twitch for this whole fruitcake discussion. You guys want me to keep
it's
all this in
important.
the VOD, or?
Well, now they know
Oh,
more.
Yes, it's important.
Alright!
Yes. Like
So
we
just
had a
remember,
we had a
remember,
complete
fruit-
episode that was just us like talking about weird stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to keep the fruit like, yeah.
The fruitcake discussion.
Listen, anything in recipe can be weird. I saw this one video where some guy made fudge out of cheese.
How?
How?
It's well, I don't fucking know. It's a weird. I'm gonna find the video and send it to you guys because it's that weird, the packet mac and cheese where it has real cheese in it. Basically, you just use that kind of stuff.
you're gonna have to send us this video because I have so many questions. So many.
Apparently, the guy in the video said it's not bad.
Of course, the
Oh, yeah.
guy in the video will say it's not bad. It's his own creation.
No, it's from a cookbook.
Yeah. Like
Like-
fudge isn't one thing originally. It was a word to describe the consistency of something.
So it was a chocolate. It was just like, hey, this shit fudge, like it's mushy and shit. Or
Fudge.
I don't know.
Thing I just tasted, I made for Christmas last year. It is freaking awesome.
What is it? It's
I like that. I like the name on that recipe.
Yeah.
a Shakespearean treat.
Yeah.
1 second, let me put the air on in my room. It's getting hot in here. Talking about fudge and shit. Okay, there we go.
Let's
All right.
return.
Let's
Yeah.
return. Yeah.
As we were saying, well, you have your crisis moment. You have more money. What else?
We've gonna go find
well,
a Hariel and pick her up.
Yeah, you
Well,
go. Actually, Shona brings back Hariel to bring back Hariel.
To the church.
to the
basically.
church.
Something happened, Jonah, or
I think she had an episode.
what
Because we're
happened?
talking about. Well, we were. Oh, I was following her, and she was going to just like singing down, like crying about the more like she's going on about like her squad and stuff, and she
I
just
understand. This is not the first time this has happened. Does the Church of the Silver
yeah.
Flame have something equivalent to a psychologist? Or like a therapist?
Priest?
We can get her?
Yeah, the priest take care of that.
Could we
just-
get one for Hariel? I think she just needs someone to talk to.
Didn't she kind of,
Yeah.
fall like pass out
Well,
almost.
Yeah,
when she wakes up,
Yeah.
mental health is
Let's
important.
let's put her down somewhere.
Yes.
I got her a fruit basket. I don't know why, if it would help, but I just got her a fruit basket.
Fireball is, curling up, keeping her warm.
You know, emotional support animal, basically.
Yeah,
I think
he's
still
he,
getting her some.
he's even purring a little bit because medical. Uh,
Medical
Yeah,
help.
it
purring.
helps.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is actually a real thing.
Yeah. Pouring heals helps you heal.
Yeah.
Pretty much crazy, but yeah, functions.
Oh, that's an idea actually. Hey, I have an
What?
idea, Jonah.
What is it?
Because we're talking about animals and stuff. Do you think we should get Hariel someone like Fireball to help her through all of this,
I mean, that could work. Yeah, I've seen
like a dog?
servicing. I was about to say the
Fireball
exact
just
same.
hissed at you guys.
Okay, well, not necessarily a dog, but like a cat. I don't want to be a cat because we already have.
Yeah,
I kind of look at
Fireball
Jonah and just like,
likes this. Fireball doesn't like this line of thinking. It's like,
okay, maybe not a
why do you
dog,
need,
but like,
why do you need an extra cat? I am a cat.
what
You
about
have-
like
Alright.
I do not mean this in like an offensive way or anything, Jonah, but like a bunny
I mean,
or like a rabbit or something. Is that a thing
I
that
will take
exists?
care of.
I mean,
Fireball looks
mm,
at you and say, "I will take care of Hariel."
Are you sure?
Yes, I
All
am doing
right.
that right now.
I mean, get those rats, like a
Yeah,
mouse.
I
you
think
like
she
some
just needs
company,
someone who
but
can pet
I
her.
don't see what this has to do with anything.
Well, I think we should ask her when she wakes up.
All right, well, continue being petted, Fireball. Then she'll like that.
Fireball will sleep on Hariel during
Jo-
this night.
Joan's
Uh,
gonna leave a fruit basket by her.
Nice.
Do you want to
What was
head
that,
back
Emily?
to House Denise now? Because I don't think we've actually spoken to what's her name, Meryl, ever since we took down her dad.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah.
Once briefly, but yes, you did.
Maybe we should have her.
Like when we interrogated Merrick's, she was there.
Yeah, there.
So is she officially the new head of House Kneath?
No.
House Knit South, this branch.
Yeah.
And
We've
she
officially.
actually
Okay.
make a deal with let me check please, with Chorlana Dikanit to help her become the head of the house in exchange for her keeping control of House Canit South.
But like, is that how it works? There's no like investment ceremony or anything. It's just like, okay, last guy died or is going to die, and now you're the.
I mean, there will be a ceremony, but for organizational purposes, she is the de facto leader right now.
I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
because most times that's when a coup will happen
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
investment ceremonies and stuff like that. So I just wanted to know: are we
No,
secure or are we not?
no, you're not secure, but you have the advantage. You could say that there are two segments of the house that they are in alliance, and only a third party that will be against. So
Wait,
the
two
possibility of
segments.
a
Who's
coup
the third?
is there, but it's not that high as in other cases. But yes, they are on guard because until Merix is executed, they cannot make the the investiture ceremony.
Okay, you said 2. What about the third? I distinctly remember you saying there was 3 factions of House Knief, and the other
Yeah,
one may have
there
been a
are
fan
two
of
factions,
Merrick's.
and the third one is Sorlandi Kanit. This guy over here.
Do we know anything about him?
You actually know that he's the head of House Kanit in Karanat. You actually didn't want to call for
Yeah, we
him
didn't
because
call him because we knew he liked Merrick's.
you believe that he may be like Merrick's.
Do you think he might be a threat?
Uh,
He
who,
might come to try and get Merrick's, but
Do we know anything about the nature of their relationship?
as far as you know, they were rivals. They maintain cordiality, but they didn't have any sort of alliance,
Hmm.
at least publicly.
At least publicly. You guys want to go interrogate Merrick's about that before we kill him?
You have one more night for the executions.
Oh, well, we're going to be trapping his soul in a gem anyway, so it's not a rush or anything, but...
Yeah, you're not in a rush in that sense.
Exactly. Okay. So what we do?
Yeah, you have one night to choose whatever you want to do before
Currently
the
nothing
execution.
urgent, funny enough.
Yeah, currently you have nothing urgent. The bomb it has been defused. The people are secure, and you will have the soul of Merrick's to interrogate later.
Yeah.
So,
Or terrorize.
or terrorize.
We're
Please.
not terrorizing people we can maybe make allies with.
I mean, does he have a choice? So he's in the ring.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm not a... Never mind.
No, go ahead. What are you about to say?
Emily shuts up.
No. Come on. Come on, wait. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just good. I'm curious what you're about to say.
I've been working with Merrick's for quite some time, and even though the tables have turned, I still think of him as, I guess, a colleague. If that's weird to say.
I mean, it makes sense.
Like I went to
I mean-
Merrick's when I needed help with all of this, and now he's dying, and yeah, he's evil, but like, I don't know, it makes me feel weird.
I mean, so you want him as just like a ring to talk to in the sense, basically, right?
I wanted him as someone who wasn't evil. I wanted him as someone who I could speak to about all these, about everything that's happened, about all this procedure. He's the only other person that I know of that knows the first thing about all this. And she kind of gestures to herself. And yeah, he was using it for evil, but like, surely we can still turn that into a good. Imagine if Merrick's was on our side. There's a smart mind right there.
I mean, this entire soul ring thing, maybe you should maybe interpret it as rehabilitation. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a prison is what it is how I'm viewing it.
Advanced solitary.
I don't know. It's just, I'm not used to all of this. I'm sorry.
Used to what?
All this grown-up stuff.
No one's used to it. No one's ever used to it, Emily. You know. But okay. Hey, but at least we got him. Oh, he's not gonna die. Exactly. You know what I mean?
I know, and I should be happy that Merrick's is dying, but it's just, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go take a long bath or something to get my mind off of this.
All right. All right. I'm gonna go sit by Ariel. You know, so when she wakes up, she's not alone and stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go spend some time with the vampire in the dungeons.
Okay.
Vampire? Wait, vampire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh
vampire
yeah,
that's
yeah,
We have
gonna die
multiple
tomorrow. Like
vampires.
yeah. It's
nope,
like
we only
I'm
have
sorry.
one. We have a soul of a vampire.
Yeah, it's just like I got confused there. It's so many
Yeah.
fucking people juggling right now. You know?
Yeah, basically like her last like hours, I'm gonna just spend them there to be like just show her that I actually take my vow that she's gonna die in her manner of choosing seriously, and I'm gonna basically be there to safeguard that.
All right.
Okay. Well, you accompany her, um, and you will pass that day. Entire day passes. She seems to be writing. Eventually, she will give you several letters um, that she says that you can check them out, and later send them to regular mail. Um, the, she says that there is no hurry for my people to know about my death, so don't worry about that.
It will be sent.
Well, Hariel, you have one day and one night to rest.
Okay.
Uh, and
You get out there.
and deal with the different circumstances.
Roger that. All right. I'm just doing some keeping right here. All right. So it uh you said so I wake up the next morning,
Yeah,
basically.
you wake up the next morning.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh so you said so when I wake up the next morning,
Shona will be there.
Probably sleeping.
And
hey Sliver,
Fireball.
knowing
Yep.
Fireball, where would Fireball be sleeping on Hariel?
Hmm, I don't
I'll
know.
show you. I'll show you. Um, I was looking for a GIF about it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go.
Oh, it's come back. I hear it.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. So Hario when Hario wakes up, bl- she's bit blurry eyed, a little bit exhausted, but she she, she opens her eyes, looks, she sees the ceiling. She's a bit confused, but then remembers last night and notices that there's a weight on her chest and blinks a lit and looks and sees a fireball just laying on her chest, and there's a she she has a small smile as she goes and uh gently pat uh, pets Fireball. Who I don't know if Fireball would be awake at this time or not,
Yeah,
but
he woke up. When you started moving, he woke up.
yeah. He was sleeping, but he wakes up immediately, like, and looks at you.
Like
she's
starts purring almost immediately and starts doing the like. I think you guys call it making biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
so
Is it?
for about like 2 to 3 minutes. Harrow's still Harrow's still horizontal, but she's got one hand. She's just petting fireballs, purring loudly. I don't know if sounds of purring will wake up Jonah. But after about 2 to 3 minutes of just straight petting, Harry will like take her hands and just like coop, uh, uh, like scoop up Fireball, uh, and just and get out of bed. And as she's getting out of bed, she'll say quietly to Fireball, "Y- you're a good kitty, Fireball. Thank you."
I know. Thank you.
As she's getting up, in this room, which you brought me back to to the same temple that the crystal is at.
Yes.
Okay, she'll recognize it as a bog
No,
standard.
she's
Wait,
sleeping
what?
at House Beneath, right? Or is she at the temple?
I don't know. Well, you choose. I believe that it was temple, but where do you choose to put it? To put her?
You
Like
know
that
what?
would be up to Joan and Emily
Yeah.
if they brought her
Uh,
with them.
I assumed we
oof.
all went back to House Beneath.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm assuming.
You wake up and
Yeah,
Okay,
Jo-
then. Okay, then we're at House and Neat. So ixnay that statement. She gets up and takes a quick look around, just sees that she's in just a nondescript room with the basic furnishings and stuff, and she'll notice the
She's in
fruit
her quarters at House Beneath. You have assigned quarters.
a room that she probably hasn't really been using much.
No.
Uh, and
yeah.
and
Fruit basket.
she'll also notice the fruit basket on the table. Uh, and she'll go and put Fireball down for a second, then open up said fruit basket and sees the assortment of fruits and everything. And I don't know like exactly fruits in there, but I'm assuming there's at least an apple in there, and she'll go and just loudly
Yeah.
bite into the apple. And is there like a card with the fruit basket or something?
Nah, that would
I
require
don't know.
thinking.
Ouch.
I
So
don't know. I really don't know actually.
Hey
so
man, it's in character for you to forget.
True.
so
Yeah.
Harry will start partaking of the fruit basket. I'm assuming it's a general fruit basket, so if there's any grapes in there, Harry will pluck off a grape, pluck off a couple of grapes, and feed them to Fireball.
I don't think can cats eat grapes?
I have
Yeah,
no clue whatsoever.
they can. They absolutely can, but they really shouldn't eat the seeds.
Emily has
Yeah.
magicked the grapes, so it's okay for the cat to eat them.
No, actually, even Fireball could pull out the seeds with prestidigitation. So it's like
Awesome. I
he slices the grape with one claw, pulls out the seeds with magic, and then eats the grape.
Like, to be honest, I've had cats for my entire life. He could just pop the grape entirely in, chew it down, and then spit out the seeds. That's how they all do with pills. So
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. If you're wondering,
all right.
John's in like a lounge chair. That's probably in Harold's room. It's kind of like
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I am not. I am not trying to be quiet here. Like I'm munching on apples, and Fireball's eating grapes. If that's what you wake up to, that's the scene you'll end up seeing when you wake up.
I don't think John's really a light sleeper. He's pretty fucking hard. Not gonna lie, hard sleeper. So he's just like he probably has like an unlit cigarette in his mouth. Just like trench coat over him like a blanket right now. Boots off, just like sleeping. Hard as
It's
fuck.
It's more amazing that you managed to fall asleep and the cigarette has not fallen out of your mouth.
He's very good at. He's very good at it.
Takes skill.
Great
Sorry to
skill.
interrupt, but grapes are actually incredibly toxic. I did not know that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
was saying like that because I could sworn grapes were like that for cats.
Like I have never had a cat that eat grapes, but like, yeah.
Okay, well then there were
I am
strawberries
not that.
instead.
Yeah,
It's
I am not
strawberries.
that
There.
person, so I honestly didn't know. Can we change the grapes to strawberries?
Oh,
I
They're
we already
blueberries.
did. There you go.
Yeah, but
There.
what a berry that cat can eat. Fireball is eating them.
They're a special kind of blueberry that looks like grapes.
It's
Magic
very
blueberries.
There you go.
magically grown blueberries.
That's actually like on brand for fucking Eberron. I love it.
Uh
Ugh.
so yeah, when you if this is the moment you wake up, Harry will turn to you and after after swallowing her mouthful, but just be like, good morning, Jonah. I'm guessing since you're in this room here, you either you were the one who helped me get back, or it was your turn just to keep an eye out on me.
You know, I'm not. I want to be rude, but I think Jonah's still asleep.
Oh, never mind. uh, okay.
Okay, I don't want to be rude, man. I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no, no. We're good. We're good. So Harriel and Fireball share a wholesome fruit breakfast, and after we don't eat the entire basket, we'll save some. Uh, After eating, I'll get up and just go over to Jonah and just like I'll tap on your shoulder and just like gently shrug you, shake you awake.
You see, at that moment, the cigarette comes out of his mouth, and he just fucking panic wakes up, like has a knife in hand. Fuck. Oh, you hear it? Sorry, sorry. Just, oof, nightmare.
You would think Harriel will react to the panic knife maneuver, but Harriel's just like, no, yeah, this this is fine. This is fine. No.
Yeah.
Harry goes and Harry goes and picks up the cigarette off the floor where it landed and just hands it to Jonah.
You can keep that one if you want, but
I
you
was
know.
about to say you're gonna re-smoke it.
Harry will look. Harry, uh, thank you, but let's just.
No smoke. Smoker.
It never. I have smoked before, but it's never really caught on, and
Oh, so you're a social smoker, basically.
if the mission called for it, and
Alright.
sometimes, sometimes it's is a stress reliever, but and she'll leave it at that, and if there's and she'll just basically throw the cigarette into a waste basket here in this room.
Alright.
Uh, I'm guessing that well, the sun's up at the very least, so actually, know what? How long have I been out for?
Yeah. Like, how long? Wait, how long has she been out for? Lucas?
About a day,
Yes.
probably.
How much is was I?
Uh,
What
Oh,
is?
yeah.
How long was I out for, Harriel?
Like 10 hours.
Just like around like 10 hours or something like that.
All right.
So is it dawn or is it like pre-dawn?
No, actually, it's past. It's like midday. Midday. You went to
So
sleep really late last day
okay.
because you were hunting vampires.
No, no. Yeah, right.
Uh, and tomorrow will be the execution at dawn.
Okay.
Uh, when Jonah, when you told me the time, Harry'll Harry'll just takes a moment to just think about things. Well, it's well. Once again, thank you for making sure I got back to a safe place. Uh, I guess I wasn't in best of the best of moods, so
I couldn't blame you. You were having, looked like you were having an episode, you know?
Harriel looks decidedly uncomfortable when you say that, but she does not deny it. Uh, she'll, she'll go and grab her gear like sword or shield and so on and so forth, and let's let I've got some time to make up. Do you know where Emily and Sliver are at? I, we should meet with them and see if they've made any further progress.
Uh, hmm. uh, Honestly, I was asleep, so Emily, I think she's probably. I don't even know where Emily is, to be honest.
Do you go looking
Last thing
for
I know,
her?
what?
You people that are slightly or totally warforged, you only sleep 4 hours per day. So
We don't need to sleep.
yeah,
We
it's
just need to
actually not
have low
sleeping.
activity.
Yeah, you just need to relax. Actually, I like the one idea that the author was talking about, that instead of sleeping, what you do is you perform maintenance. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
you fix your
figured.
things, you check the ammo, you relax for a moment, and you see that all your body is in good shape for the next day.
So with that, mm, let's go and find the others. Cause let's go and find the others. At very least, if- hopefully they've managed to come up with some other information, and we can figure out things from there. I mean,
Yeah.
between Merrick's and Kessler, uh, especially Kessler, I can see Kessler. Maybe Kessler's given some more information while we were asleep.
Well, Kessler was whispering in my ear all night. Friends, nudge. Jones gonna show the ring. Guy won't shut the hell up, you know?
You can actually pull the ring out.
I like to think Jones wouldn't bother. He's just like, just, yeah.
Well, actually, in that case, yeah, he will have probably been talking to you because he doesn't have anything else to do. So, like, if
Yeah, well,
he will be speaking to you.
like,
Uh,
what topics? I'm curious.
Actually, he will ask you about you if you want to tell. Not important things like about
Icebreakers.
bunny people in Shan. I didn't know that bunny people existed. Uh, he
Not
will,
people, not I thought managed people know us, for some reason they don't know us.
yeah. Well, he tells you about the fact that most shifters are supposedly lycanthropes, but there are nowhere rabbits. So he is actually quite intrigued about what you are. Uh,
Isn't everybody in this fucking campaign?
yeah.
Yeah, because I picked a race that's like I didn't think it would be uncommon.
It's uncommon. Yeah, it's like
That's one way to put
Well,
it.
it was uncommon when you joined. There's like 50 million of you in Sharn now.
Yeah, because I said like no one really notices.
oh. Well, and then he will speak a little about about himself because mostly he's bored. You know that he comes from the Lysander Principalities. He's not from Karanat.
Mm.
He's like uh, 300 years old. He's older than the war, and tells you a little about the war before the war, about how he tells he gets a little nostalgic, talks a little about his childhood. He was raised in a sect of the Blood of Wall, um, that believe that eventually. Actually, I will see how much he has let sleep because just listening to someone who doesn't have anything else to do but talking, um, he starts to tell you a little about how in the Lysander principalities they have an entirely different approach to the blood of Vol, and how it was there that the idea of the Emerald Claw came to be. That they don't want. Most of the Blood of Vol consider that being undead is something bad, but they consider that it's a reasonable price to avoid um, losing knowledge and talent. Um, and he tells you that, in fact, Lady Marrow primary concern is not actually. Well, Lady Marrow apparently had some troubles in the past uh, with dragons, actually.
Oh, really? Don't know where that came out from.
Dragons?
Dragons, yes.
Like what? In what sense? Like harvesting them or like something else?
Apparently, they want to kill her, and I don't know why. She never talks about that, but she tells that pretty much all of civilization exists at the leisure of dragons. That when dragons get tired of things, they are willing to exterminate entire civilizations, and that they have
Mm.
the power to do it.
Uh, John's gonna ask Ariel. Ariel, have you ever seen Dragon? Or is that rare? No.
I mean, me personally, no.
Person.
Mm, I mean, we are talking about dragons. I mean, there there's old wives' tales and there's legends and there's the general like history. But I
Mm.
don't think anybody has seen a dragon, or at least not on this continent. I personally haven't seen one. I can at least say that much.
Huh.
Right?
No, it's-
Sliver makes a good point. Yeah, based on the creation myth, war, this entire continent is
The
part of a
world
dragon. Part of
is
a
are
world.
two dragons. Eberron is enveloped by Cerberus.
Yeah,
No, by Eberron. Eberron is the other one. Cerberus is the one that created the stars and weird shit.
yeah. Everyone is the world. Kiveris is the dragon below. That's the evil dragon. The neutral dragon, the natural dragon, is the one that is actually the world itself, and the stars are the corpse of actually the golden ring that exists in the sky. It's the corpse of Kiveris. No, sorry, Siveris.
Iberis. Yeah.
Interesting. Because the reason why I'm saying this, Ariel, because apparently they don't like that lich woman we found out of. You know. They cut out, or
Siveris. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have. Can you ask him a question again? Sorry, I was distracted. I haven't been sleeping a lot. Um, yeah.
wait?
What was your last question? Repeat it to me because I am sorry.
No, I was gonna say like to Hariel. I was just talking to Hariel basically. Like
Okay, so I thought the statement was, I thought Jonah's statement was that Jonah was saying that he heard from Kessler that Lady Morrow told them about being hunted by dragons.
well,
If that's the statement, Harriel thinks about it for a second and says, if we're assuming that Kessler isn't just speaking off the cuff and this is actually true, then that brings up a very curious question of how old Lady Marrow is.
I mean, Kessler
Because,
said,
well, it's Kessler has given us useful information so far, but let's let's just we are talking about dragons, and
yeah,
it's been millennia since anybody has spoken about a dragon. That is a very good point. Wait, where is Emily?
yeah. Actually, yeah. Where is Emily?
Where are you?
No one,
Emily?
no one went to go get me.
Sorry, we were just.
You are still in the church.
Yeah,
He's still in the
no,
bathtub.
No. She joined. She joined and went to House Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just went to take a bath.
Emily and Jonah carried Hariel and
Yeah.
Fireball.
In that case, yeah, you are in House Anita. I don't know what you're
Emily's
doing.
probably just in her bedroom because no one's gone to grab her.
I thought she was still in the bathtub.
Also a possibility.
Makes
We
sense.
should go. We should go and get Emily then, because
Yeah.
I don't know what to think. If I mean, no, wait. What are the
No.
chances that dragons are? No. Let's go get Emily. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't know what to think about dragons at this point. And
Are what? Are what? Emily? Are what? Hariel? Real or they have a cool hat?
everybody here has heard to some degree. It's at least one legend about a dragon, and I'm just looking at the the amazing potential depicted in those legends that a dragon is capable of, and we're talking about a being who from secondhand word has said has been continuously been hunted by said entities, as in plural, and still has managed to survive throughout the millennia.
I mean, listen, we've dealt with fucking vampires, political corruption, and some other third thing, probably. I don't think. I think dragons are kind of a bit not off the table, Ariel, in my opinion. So who knows, you know?
Well, I would like some perspective before I start going on wild speculation and coming up with with contingency plan under contingency plan under contingency plan. Because regardless, I I shudder to think how my superiors would react if I told them that, you know, dragons may actually be an active participant in this incident.
I I don't think dragons are really part of it, but might be connected to a person that's connected to the event, you know? It's like a whole chain of things. You know what I mean?
All the more reason why I would like to act to get an informed opinion before I make any type of report. Uh,
Alright.
you can be sure that with what we've discovered over the last couple of days, that everybody that has some cloud in the silver flame is looking after after uh I should say our progress with a very critical eye. So let's let's go get Emily, and have, ha bring her, get her take on dragons, while making sure that well, we already had breakfast, so that's the thing. We get her up to speed and just figure out where to go from there.
Alright. Yeah. I
And
mean,
we unless somebody else wants to say something, we make our way to Emily's room.
You open the
yes.
door to Emily's bedroom. She's basically sitting there in like half dressed. She's got like Zabel's standing in the corner. Zabel's kind of like half what's it called? Like half disassembled. And there's just like a really big screen displaying Civ 5 that she's just been hammering away for like the last 5 hours.
You said Civ 5?
Yes.
Fucking god.
And she just been playing that nonstop. That's where she's been like the last 6 hours.
How loud do
She
you
on
have
Twitch?
this music playing?
Oh, what? Sorry. Oh, Hariel, you're awake.
Yes, we're all awake. We
Oh God, what time is it?
So,
this a bit after midday. Yeah, yeah, I slept in a bit. But we I woke up and we gathered together, but I apologize. We forgot to come asking for you. We You should join us, and we actually need your input on something.
Sure. One sec. Let me put Zabel back together. What do you guys come up with? And Emily starts putting her clothing on.
Giving a quick look to Sliver and Jonah.
Liver isn't
Ariel.
there.
Oh, sorry.
Just Jonah.
Giving a quick look, just giving a quick look to Jonah. Ariel says, "So, what do you know about dragons?"
dragon. Big scaly fuckers, you know?
Are you
Did she cut?
asking?
Did he cut
Are
out?
you asking me or
Oh,
are you
yeah.
asking Jonah?
No,
I'm asking
we're
you.
asking.
Me?
Yes.
I don't really know anything about dragons. My mom was dragon marked, I guess, if that counts.
Was those,
Well, actually, you are kind of you know so histories. You don't know anything for sure, but you have some ideas.
Well, you have been talking about like what they did to Zendrik and
Oh
the
yes.
giants.
Sorry. I thought you were asking if I personally knew any dragons. I've read Draconic history. about
Oh.
how they and how they basically destroyed Zendrick because the giants were getting too big. What's that have to do with anything? I'm sorry.
Jonah, if you would.
Remember that witch lady we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
What about
you-
her?
Well, she was involved with dragons, and they might have a hate relationship. And in his mind, and like out loud or something like that. He's gonna say this like the guy in the ring. Say, is that right?
I know dragons don't like it when people fuck up the dragon mark prophecies, which is kind of why they wiped out Zendrick. What does this lich lady have to do with the have to do with dragons though?
Well, she was just involved with them, so
She was
that might
involved
be
with
a
the
lead.
dragons.
Yes.
Is this lich lady marked?
Jones gonna ask his buddy in the ring.
Is
I
this
don't know.
lich dragon marked?
I don't know precisely about that. Make an insight check.
Okay. I'll make an insight check real quick. Wait, who? Wait.
I don't see it.
Insight. Okay. There we go. 16.
It feels like he's lying about this.
Lying about the whole dragon thing?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Wait, is the lich we're talking about a Draco lich?
Talking to him, I think he might be bluffing, to be honest.
You okay? So you were talking to Kessler in your ring, and he told you dragons might have something to do with all this nonsense.
Basically.
Basically, maybe, yeah.
As far as I'm aware, the dragons tend to keep to themselves and try to stay out of mortal affairs. They're all obsessed with the draconic prophecy, which is basically a really long and complicated set of instructions that tells you how to rule the world or whatever. Or I don't understand it. I'm not supposed to understand it. All I know is that the dragon marks have something to do with it. And the only time the dragons have really gotten involved in mortal affairs was when they blew up Zendrick. Oh, then there was also the what was that other event called? I don't remember it. I may have to Google this.
Yeah. Kessler whispers to you, Shona. Well, and that is one of the reasons that Lady Marrow it's one of our only hopes. There are
Wait.
people out there way more powerful than our petty civilization.
So you're saying she was trying to protect, in a sense.
She was trying to gather power, to recover the power that she lost in the past, to get enough power to govern her own destiny. Something that mankind and elves even have never been able to do and will never be able to do.
What? Choose your own fate?
Yes, we are being manipulated by these monsters.
By what? By dragons?
Yes, we have been manipulated by the dragons, and if they fail to manipulate us, we will suffer the same destiny that the giants did. Hell, there
Yeah,
is
don't
no
elves
proof.
hate dragons? Actually,
Yes, elf hates dragons.
but Kessler isn't
Yes,
an elf.
no, he's a human.
Human
He
vampire.
was a vampire.
Human vampire.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
he
just.
was.
I
He
might be
tells
missing
you,
something really important here, but I don't think dragons normally have anything. Normally, just keep to themselves.
yeah, normally they do. At least that's what most people believe. He doesn't believe that. He believes that they secretly control the world. I mean, maybe it's like people that believe that lizard folk control the world, or
This is
maybe
a conspiracy theory. Okay.
it's like the people who says that some economical powers control the world, and that's quite more likely. So it's your choice if you believe or not. He believes it. He tells
Hmm.
you that the world is secretly controlled by dragons, and that if mankind ever challenge the dragons, they will be exterminated like the giants of Sentry.
Hmm.
Are there any Are there any ambassadors from Argosin here in Sharn?
Uh, yeah, who you asking? You asking Kessler?
Everybody.
No, no, they are not ambassadors for Argones. Actually, Argones remains totally silent to the world.
Yeah, but as far as I'm aware, dragons they get involved when they get involved, but they mostly just keep to themselves.
That's what they want you to believe.
Oh my god.
I'm
Actually,
going
I'm gonna
to
help.
say that we table this for another time. I mean, and I'm gonna give a look to both Emily and Jonah to like play along with it and be like, I mean, let's be fair here. We are talking about dragons here. Whether or not they're involved, uh, or- right now, are we in a position to do anything to like
Probably
influence their
not.
decision on things? So,
Probably not,
right,
and I'd
right.
rather not piss off the island of dragons.
I mean,
There's
do you have any ungodly cosmic power here that we don't know of?
I mean, maybe we all just secretly manifest aberrant marks tomorrow. That'd be cause for concern.
ha ha the two of you. Oh, let's let's if a dragon comes out of the sky to come tomorrow, then I will be the first one to turn to go and kiss that ring of which Kessler's bound into. But for the time being, out of sight, out of mind. Right? Right?
Very.
I mean, I
Right.
guess so.
Great. Let's. You know what? Let's go meet up with Sliver. Shall
So,
we?
Good
yeah.
idea.
Well, that was a
Great.
fun conspiracy theory talk.
So he will go meet with Sliver.
I'm
Sliver
I'm on the I'm on the in the courtyard, absolutely beating the crap out of some recruits.
The
okay.
judo throw.
Nope. I'm actually like I have my greatsword wrapped in like two mattresses and basically tell them to stand against me, and I'm just like wailing on them while they're holding shields. Just
I thought it's not even a real. It's not even a
You
real
want
fight
a
at that point.
waster,
Just,
Sliver? You want like a wooden sword?
nope.
you want those
Might
bamboo
be
Wait a
swords?
safer.
second. Yeah, but wasters are for dueling or like sparring. If you want to train somebody to take the hit, you need the full weight.
Lucas, how many recruits are on the ground moaning in pain right now?
None, absolutely none. Sliver don't
Are
do
they
that.
are they
He's
sore?
just they're sore, but he's training them to take the hits on the shields.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
how
so
sore are
you're
they?
not running. Oh, good. You're not running them ragged. Okay.
yeah.
No,
He's hitting them. He's hitting them on the shield. They look in pain, but they try their best to keep it up.
Can I tell? Can I tell that? I know Sliver's experience. Can I tell from the way from the drills Sliver has been doing, like they're getting progressively better?
Hard to say the same day, but uh, they
they're
may.
not flying away when I hit them. They're on their feet. They're taking it. They're backing up. They're moving as they should.
They are, yeah, they are on their feet, and you know that most people, if hit with that sword, they fall on the ground. So yeah, they are not that bad.
I I I I give a nod of appreciation towards Sliver and his teaching skills. I get
Emily walks over one of the recruit shields and uses her artificer ability to make one of the shields basically display an image of her own face so Sliver can hit it.
Flips the sword and trips the guy.
The guy is confused, but was like, "Well, I am not going to complain. I know how this works."
so
Oh,
so Sliver. Any chance we can steal you away for a quick minute?
Do we have to? He seems
Very
perfectly
well.
happy.
Charge drills. The recruits are facing each other and basically run up and do like Spartan kicks on the shields, just like basically trying to learn how to direct incoming hits. And then I turn back to you and I follow you.
I, so how I see. So I think we can tell that you've had a productive morning. Putting the recruits through their paces.
Mm, got nothing better to do.
I take it that you only got so much. You only got so much from Merrick after I had my little walk last night.
I didn't talk to Merrick's.
Uh, well,
Oh, that reminds me. I start fiddling with my like pockets or like pouches, and I produce several letters, and I hand them over to Emily
Yes?
from the vampire. Look through them
I start
and
looking through
send
them.
them.
Let me have a look at them. Usually, yeah,
I
if it's
went to
something,
the vampire, not Merrick's. Okay,
um,
I
you
misremembered.
know, uh,
okay.
like
If you
in
want
code, I can.
an investigation check to check out for the letters.
What? Hey, would thieves chant thing work in this situation or no? Or like,
Roll scan.
24.
hold on.
24. You don't seem to see anything out of place or any secret code, but both of you and Shona, you, Emily, and Shona, have. There is something weird. It's like the letters have two form like like when someone gives an assignment to an to a student and they force them that the student to write a certain number of pages, and so everything is stretched out.
Emily looks kind of weirded out at that, so she's just going to kind of produce another sheet of paper, and she's basically going to point at the paper and the letters, then point at the blank sheet of paper, and it's basically going to rewrite all the letters in her own handwriting.
Well, you do that, but it's like they are letters. They are super normal letters. You cannot shake that feeling. It's like suspiciously normal letters.
Yeah, I don't see any problem here.
Except that you felt that they were suspicious.
I mean, I'm not as paranoid as you, Sliver, but I think it's fine.
Shona, what do you say about that?
Chona?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my thing cut out.
I don't worry. Emily says that everything is okay. You have these weird feelings, like the letters lack emotion, especially for someone writing about close to the last goodbyes.
Is there any like weird repeating things I can notice?
No, that's the weird thing. You're looking for any pattern and you don't find anything. It's just like if the person decided to write just for writing.
Hmm.
You can pin it, even with that role. You can pin in what. Uh, I mean, you are certain that there is no secret code. That you are certain. Both you and Emily, you are totally certain there is no secret code in those letters. They just
So, uh,
seem soulless.
hmm. so like thieves can't wouldn't work in this situation or no?
Uh, no, in the letter you that's what you have. So that's all that you can guess from reading the letters.
Can I look at the address at where it's sent?
Yeah, they seem to be sent to several houses in Karanat. Maybe to where they have been sent can mean something. It doesn't appear as simple looking at first glance. It won't appear to be that way, but
Hmm. Oof. So like, where who are they addressed to? Like,
the address to her grandson.
great parents.
Um, and the other one is addressed to one of her sisters that remains alive apparently, and in there she says that Kes- Kesna is dead. Other than that, he has a couple for other family members, descendants mostly.
Oof. Emily, can you make
Oh,
copies of?
actually, you being a private investigator will help in this. There is something that's missing, and you actually know that. She's dying, and she's not giving any instructions like last will or inheritance or anything like that.
Hmm. So, so no like no will and testaments or anything
Yeah,
like that.
weird because, well, it's usually something that people that are about to die tend to give a lot of importance, but she's not doing that.
Really?
She is a vampire, so she might not actually care about it.
Maybe she
She
doesn't
might
care
not.
about it, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
well,
Something feels off about these. Hmm. Emily, can you make a copy of these letters if you can? Or
yeah,
That's what I'm doing right now.
who's doing that?
yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
also say that I was planning on delivering them to Torland so he can have his departments look through them.
Uh,
Oh.
uh,
Uh,
Yeah,
and they will
Emily,
be.
can I ask you a question?
yes.
Um,
Hmm.
this is going to sound a bit redundant and possibly a little mundane, but how is there any way one can tell if is there any way one can tell one is an actual lich?
Mm,
I mean, can't you do that as a paladin?
no, she can identify that someone is an undead,
Or
but that's
celestial?
the limit. But on the other hand, liches are really, really weird. They may be like
two or three in the world.
Sliver, re- remember how 2 nights ago I was talking about how this vampire's actions were giving me a bad vibe, and Jonah's been echoing the same thing.
Yes.
Crazy thought, and I fully admit this is a crazy thought. I have no evidence to back this up here. But didn't we just finish talking about how this individual, how this Lady Maro has been able to come back after suffering a so-called mortal wound?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
If you know you're coming back, would you be concerned about last will and testament?
Considering that uh, this vampire has been thoroughly examined by priests and stuff, I don't think that she could have hidden that fact that she was anything else than a vampire.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there are very few liches in the world, so it's not easy to notice them. But on the other hand, she appears to be a vampire. I mean, and the third thing is, you are alive. Liches are notoriously powerful.
Yeah, the way we captured her is kind of ridiculous if she was a lich.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's the main point that you have for believing that she's not a lich. On the other hand, she may have pretend and her be let herself be executed and then resurrect later. But on the other hand, she loses the orb.
You're probably right. I don't know why that thought crossed my mind. It was just a weird. It was a weird moment of what if, but I am the last person that should be dealing in wild speculation. I'm sorry. I was about to put us off onto a horrible track.
I
Yeah, I
feel
get
like
where you're going, but the way she has been examined, I don't think she could have hidden, like, as long as liches are the typical kind, I don't think she could have hidden that with a spell or anything because she has been examined so thoroughly.
You're totally right. Okay. All right.
are you sure you
Well,
want to put off her killing yet? I feel like we should.
I still
We can't.
share
We
the.
can't.
Yeah.
The city demands her death.
Hmm. Oh, something feels off about these letters.
No, I completely agree with you, but Sliver's right. That uh, there there's a there there's consequences that she has to uh, pay the ramifications for, and
Hmm.
un- unless we come up, unless something happens, that justifies her continued existence. Uh, no, I mean, look at the state we're talking about, Kessler here. Unless something very significant happens that would justify her continued existence, it's already been a day. We we really can't get anything else here with her. At the very least, she hasn't said anything to that effect. Has she, Sliver?
No,
I
she,
mean,
her actions haven't given me any reason to doubt her.
you can always ask Kessler, see what he thinks about this. But maybe he doesn't want to share. You know what I mean? Take take off or
No, no.
No.
Ariel's thinking. Out of character,
But
I kind of question, Lucas. Uh, does Zone of Truth work on souls?
Yes. Yes.
It,
It will
okay.
work.
All right. I don't know what we would ask. Uh, in regards to I don't know what we would ask Kessler in regards to this vampire girl, but considering how she was uh, working under his direction when we attacked the graveyard, uh, we could try and mitigate the questioning by putting him under a zone of truth, seeing if anything comes out that way.
that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and basically any refusal to answer will be considered suspect.
Would that work even if they're inside an item?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The item would be within the zone of truth.
Yeah. It's not like the item is not a dimensional door. It's just
Yeah.
a receptor, like the body was before.
All right, then.
On that regard, right now he's a construct, technically.
He's what?
He is a construct.
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 Yeah, he's an object with a soul inside.
Okay. We at the very least we can at least go that extra bit to try and alleviate our suspicions and concerns about the vampire girl before we know uh we give her execution.
Okay.
Outs- Outside of questioning Kessler about the
So,
vampire girl, uh
wait, so we're gonna ask him about her, basically, right?
Yes.
because she was acting under his orders, right?
Yes.
So I do feel like I I do. Part of me just wants to do this just to like cross, dot the i's and cross the t's, because it it it's the way that she's been being so calm and resigned about this after what happened. That like Jonah said, it just it's it just feels off. Aside from that, um, I don't know where else to go from here. Uh, we've got our research. We got the Silver Flame in the research they've done so far, and the fact that they're going to make that bomb in nerds. And we've basically got Merrick's all lined up for a good wholesome chopping block. And outside of this secondary interrogation we'll be doing, uh, at the very least, we've got Kessler, who is giving us information in regards to Lady Morrow and how we can follow up on that. But he hasn't given us anything as of maybe we should go here and look at something. So, uh,
Yeah, right
Yeah,
now you don't have any particular lead. Maybe that will change after all of Merrick's papers have been checked and analyzed, but
yeah, maybe. Also, we have another one of those rings, you know,
yeah,
right.
which
one of those rings to keep the interrogation going.
fucking we should have like 20 different rings for people.
We have two rings. Two very expensive rings for Kessler and Merrick's.
I doubt we're gonna have the luck again to get a third one.
Probably not.
Okay. So what's zone of truth? These two, you know. Might as well.
Okay, you will put the Son of Truth. And what are you going to ask Kessler?
Uh, Fred,
Maybe,
John's gonna.
maybe we should decide this before we cast Son of Truth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah. It seems so much smarter.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're at we asked Kessler under okay. Let me phrase this correctly. So one of the questions we should ask Kessler is to clarify the exact instructions he gave to the vampire girl in case of his capture and or
Second death.
killing. Yeah, second death.
Death doesn't really mean what it normally means in talking about vampires.
Okay, so
It's
That's
you
one
ask,
question. And
you ask yeah, you're thinking the question first.
right. See, that's one question. What else should we ask him
Where do we go
in regards to
next? Where are your allies?
true. Yeah, I don't think he has that much. Like,
Okay. Go ahead, Jonah.
no, okay. He's just. I don't think he has that much purpose anymore now. So yeah, might as well. You know what I mean?
Okay, so ask him about the specifics of orders in regards to the vampire girl. Ask ask him to ba- ask him in such a fashion where should we go next? Like
Yeah, who
now,
are your allies? Who else is in this conspiracy?
He can just choose not to answer that.
Yeah, he can choose that.
I mean, at this point, it is what it is. He should know that non cooperation would, negatively impact his continued existence as a construct.
Yeah, but how exactly will that change anything? Can we hurt him?
No,
He probably knows about as much about this ring as we do.
We can just kill a random goblin and put them in the ring.
Yeah, but at that point he will just be dead. What is his like? At this point, the only thing we can threaten him with is the thing that we just threaten him with on a daily basis. Like he doesn't get any more dead. We can't hurt him. We can't threaten him with anything except that. That's the nuke. So we have to be a little bit clever with how we ask things rather than
We offer him an
um,
upgrade in his living quarters. We'll transfer his soul from the ring to an animated construct or something.
Puppet
Yeah, a puppet. He can haunt a puppet, and in
or a
return,
rabbit.
or something along those lines.
Yeah.
but the question there will be, are we then giving him a physical body, or are we just putting him in a nicer apartment?
Option
Will
two.
that yeah, but will that in any way affect his like
I
We
living?
think
try.
I think I have a possible solution to this. Uh, it, I don't know how long it would take, but I can make a request of the Argentinium, not the church, not the Church of Silver Flame directly, the Argentinium, uh,
Who are they?
because the Argentinium. The Argentinium is basically a leg of the Church of the Silver Flame. So interestingly enough, the Argentinium now works as a overseer agency of sorts, uh, depending on who you ask in Farn about it. But their uh, their initial function was the collection and maintenance on certain magical items that were deemed to be problematic for uh, uh, Eberron in general. So the Argentinium does boast a robust archive of magical items, and I can make a request about any items that may or may not have non-lethal slash banishment type effects on constructs.
Hmm.
I'm not saying the Argentinian would have one though. I only have so much access to
I think
uh,
we should
items.
ask Kessler what he wants.
Do you want a penthouse, or does he want a full-fledged body? Yeah.
What is he expecting to happen? Has he accepted his death and he's completely okay with going to Duluth? Because if I was in his situation, I certainly wouldn't. I'd be willing to say, look, I don't like you, you don't like me, but we can both benefit each other.
Is he listening to this conversation right now? I'm just curious because I had the ring on.
Wait,
He
Yes.
can't hear it. You have to talk to him.
Yeah. She can talk to you, and you can talk to him, but he doesn't have access to your senses.
Oh, so he
So
can't.
say
He doesn't understand what's going.
say
Yes,
we're
yes, yes.
willing to work with him if he's willing to work with us.
Okay,
But
I'm gassed.
the problem here is if we put him in a different object, won't it just be like we? If it would be like if we took the ring and put it on uh, um,
Mech.
a staff or something. It would just be that we move his consciousness because we like. Could we really create a new space for him that would be different from the one he's in right now?
I mean, I could probably like whip up a haunted stuffed animal or something like that.
No,
Yeah,
something
but
that you
that
can
would
move.
be shape. That would be shape, not actually like different for him. He would just be like, okay, you painted the ring blue.
Yeah. No, but what Emily is talking about is giving him limited mobility.
Basically, like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
So he can't actually hurt anybody, but he can't actually move, but he'd be able to have like arms and legs again.
But if he can't move, why would we give him arms and legs? Like it would be.
No,
Wouldn't that be worse? Basically, we would be putting him in a locked-in syndrome. Right now, he's just a brain in a jar, like
No, an
with his
animated
memories.
stuffed animal.
Yeah, that's my point. If he can move, he can run away. He can be dangerous. If we put
Okay,
him in
then I get
something where
him
he's
a glass sphere with a face or something.
Would that? I mean, yeah, we could just
I could put him in a
have him.
painting or something. I don't know what's possible
yeah,
until I try it.
yeah, that would be better than giving him mobility. Like
So
give him a way to interact with the world, except but don't make him able to run away.
Okay, so what
no,
about like a talking painting, like Harry Potter style?
Sure, go
Could
for
I,
it.
Lucas? Could I probably whip something like
yeah,
that up?
yeah. Well, it will cost you some money. You will find out how much later, but yes,
All
you
right,
could.
is that a deal we are willing to make?
Yeah, but like don't front load with that. Just like try to get as much information out of him before, and then we give it.
Do you want to be the one doing the talking sliver?
No, no, no,
Okay, well then, all
no,
on
no,
you,
no.
Jonah.
Okay, how? I'm gonna take out the ring
How do
real
you want to
quick.
word this?
All right. So, first things I'm gonna say, I had the ring off right now, so he doesn't talk, can't talk to me yet.
Okay. Well,
I,
I like how
I'm
we're all
trying to think.
focusing on the fact that these rings can hold souls and not focused on the fact that these are like complete immunity to mind affecting magic rings, which is like the main reason Emily wants one.
I mean, you're gonna get one soon.
I know. I'm just thinking. I find it funny. We're all focused on the fact they can hold souls, and that's like the side effect of these things.
Well,
Yeah,
well, listen,
right
it's
now
won't work.
it's the effect that you care about.
I know. Well, I want to be
It
immune
was
to
like,
detect magic. Thank you very much.
yeah,
Uh,
it's cool, but
That's not what you're immune to, though. You're not immune to detect magic.
Or detect
you're immune to
thoughts.
the same thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the most important thing, they cannot read your thoughts.
Yeah.
That is the part
Like,
that Emily cares about.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
If they would have made you like resistant to psychic damage, Sliver would have fought you for it.
Okay, okay. So back on to what matters right now. Uh, so I should phrase. How should I phrase this? Oof, boy. If you want,
We are
we're
willing to
willing
help
to.
you if you help us.
Well, are you
No,
sure?
no, don't front load it. Just hey, I got some questions,
We are willing
and
to
then you try
help
to
you.
drag it out as much as possible. But if you say that immediately, he knows that he can ask for stuff, and you don't take the first offer. The first offer was conversation, um, like, uh, like just spending some time with him, somebody to talk to. That's the first offer, and if he takes that, he knows that he can hold things back. And then when he then stops, he gets the second offer, which he's more likely to take. If we say, "Hey, we're gonna help you," he knows that he can skip the talking.
How
This
about?
is
Uh,
basic communication.
how about we ask him? Is there anything? Is it worth living right now? Like, are you just like?
Oh,
Sliver, do you want to talk to
sorry.
Kessler?
Yeah, I can talk to Kessler.
Have fun.
Okay, because I think we're thinking about this too critically. Maybe like
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like I have to you do this stuff for work all the time. So
I.
yeah.
Okay, okay, just we're we're just. Man, I'm fucking. I'm but my brain's fucking breaking right now, man.
I think you're giving him more intelligence than he's giving credit for.
What, Kessler?
Yes, you're new.
Okay, okay, fucking. All right.
You're the one who killed me.
Yes.
I mean,
Do I have the ring now, or
Yeah,
I was
all right.
thinking.
let the barbarian do his thing.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Don't smash it. I want him. I want to listen to him.
you
Helps me sleep.
you'll get the ring back in full working order? Good enough?
All right, good enough.
So, so you're the one who killed me
Yes. Both times.
both times.
You cost me my favorite hand axe.
Well, we can hardly say that we are even, but I am not conditioned to be. Well, I am in not condition to do anything. My only hope right now is to try to convince you to do the right thing.
What exactly would that be?
To free Merrick's, or at least to
Why?
bring the investigation of Merrick's to Lady Ilmarro. Because they can both complement each other. Merrick's is a genius, and we need to be stronger to face the future, to face the many enemies that the future awaits. Dragons and the other things, the things that oppose the dragons' fear.
Well, if we need to be stronger, we're already there. We were stronger than you.
Hmm.
Yes, that proves my weakness, not your strength. So,
I have a question to put to you.
well, tell me.
Your daughters,
Yes,
one passed in
that's
the um, Creation Forge.
yeah, I know
We
that.
have the other locked up. She's about to be executed. Do you have any last words for her?
No, there is no need for that. After all, our souls will eventually wither away. Doesn't matter what happens.
No words of comfort, nothing.
If I
Oh,
were a member of another faith, I will say to have faith, but there are no gods. So there is no reason to have faith. There is no rescue. There is just oblivion.
Her last request was a bit of an odd one. She asked to die by dawn. Is there a reason we should deny her that?
I don't see any reason to deny her that. After all, as vampires, after a while, you never stop missing the sun. This part of the course, you know?
How old is she? She acts a bit juvenile.
Oh, that's just her attitude and her act. She's close to her 60s, but she usually used her young appearance to make people more lenient and more, how can I say it, more willing to give her what she wants.
Well, there are others who have questions. One of them would be, what do you want to do now? What do you have any allies? Do you have any resources that we might bargain for?
That's Yeah, there are things that I am willing to bargain for, but you don't have anything to offer me. After all, after spending some time in this ring, I'm sorry, Death, Oblivion doesn't seem that bad of a choice.
Sorry. Like, why would he go to Lord of the Rings?
what?
There's a fortress in Mirkwood called Dol Guldur.
Yeah, and it's quite similar in like well,
Like, I just had a break. I couldn't focus anymore. Oh, sorry. Good. Um, Pardon me a moment. I will be back. And I take off the ring. I have confirmed that she is not the Lich. Because we're on the zone of truth right now. And he said she's in her 60s.
60-year-olds can't be
No,
liches?
lie sounds good if you
but she can't be this, like, 1,000-year-old Lich facing dragons.
Oh, yeah, I figure they were two different people.
Yeah. So there's no reason to believe that she would be anything else
So let her die.
than what she is. Yeah, so she's gonna die. However, he is open to bargaining for other things.
Perfect.
And I hold out the ring to whomever wants to talk to him.
Uh, Emily, you want to talk to him, or you want me to talk to him?
Emily is actually going to kind of sit down. She's going to kind of pull out a piece of paper and is just like, not right now. I had an idea. Not necessarily related to Kessler, but he gave me it.
Like, what is it?
The whole thing about Dolruth and whatnot, about the fact that the gods don't exist and there is no heaven and whatnot, that's kind of what got me on my whole path that I am on right now. And the fact that he wasn't even willing to give his daughter any nice words because there is no
I
afterlife
haven't
after.
mentioned that. You
Oh,
don't know that.
sorry. Never mind then. I didn't know if you were telling us that.
No, I haven't gone that far yet.
Then never mind.
Like I only told you what has been germane to our discussion previously. Like, yeah, he's open for bargaining. We have confirmed that the one we have in our custody is cannot be the one that we are kind of fearing.
All right, well
And
then, never mind. I'm just thinking about this out of character then.
like, wait for a few moments until we're done with Kessler, and I'll tell you. But not at
All right,
this
I'll
moment.
ignore what I've just said then.
Man. So, any other questions you want to ask him, or?
Not at the present time.
All right.
We know that he's open to bargaining, but we don't necessarily need to do it right now.
We're
Exactly.
not under any pressure right now.
We say while Lucas is giggling.
Well, so you will, in that case, pass the night, and like 4 in the morning, you will all go to the one of the central plazas in Sharn with a detachment of. See, I will. Yeah, with a full detachment of paladins, uh, uh, several members of the guard, and they will tie up both Merrick's and oh, I forgot the name of the vampire, the daughter, to a punishment post.
Gonna slip that ringer on Marix's finger before they fully bind his hands.
Okay, and after that they start to enumerate the scene. Well, yes, yeah, they start to enumerate the scenes. The security is almost it is not exaggerated, but there is a lot of security. Um, some members of the public are allowed to enter the plaza, but many people will actually remain outside of the place and only will hear about the execution and will be able to look at the corpse after, but they don't want the possibility of infiltration or anything like that. And they start to enumerate all the crimes that he has committed, and then wait from fifth from 5 in the morning till 5:13, when the sun is starting to rise. And as the sun starts to rise, you see that the vampire starts to smoke a little. You see that it's like watching a paper burning, but in very slow motion. And suddenly, the sun it's covered by clouds, and everything turns dark.
Oh
Ah,
boy.
Quick question: where are we at this point?
Yeah, you will be. I will actually put you there.
oh boy, a battle
Oh,
map. Just what I
Fireball,
always wanted.
Shona,
time to bring out the handcuffs, I guess.
Ariel, the sliver will be at execution, so you are on top of there, and Emily. Oh, and Savel. So you're close to the main entrance, to the main event. Sliver is actually right there. The governor of Shan is there. Hammer will be there because he's one of the people that manages to arrest Merrick's, or at least that's the story that he's telling. Um,
Oh.
yeah, he is quick to turn on his allies. The
Wait, what?
governor, what? Sorry.
Sorry, you go ahead. Sorry.
Generally, that Hammer was quick to turn against his allies because he is now part of the execution of.
He's pragmatic.
Yeah, he's pragmatic. It's like he's losing. Get out of here. Hariel, you are in there with Corona. There are some of the more veteran paladins in the audience too.
Right.
When suddenly, well, when the clouds start to fall down, um, the governor doesn't appear to react a lot to that, but uh, one of the members of the audience screams, "Cut off his head now!"
Wait, is Merrick's wearing the ring?
Yep.
Yeah, man
Yeah.
is wearing the.
Uh, yeah. I make sure.
I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna swing for her head, like chop it off
You're swinging for his head.
for her head.
For
We
her?
start with the vampire.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Well, you cut off her head, and when you cut off her head, you notice a figure flying on top of the crowd.
Oh, what?
A figure,
All right.
one person with wings, descends on the crowd.
Who the fudge?
It's Shift Setter to show her.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
I reiterate my previous statement. Who the fuck?
Yeah,
We're gonna punch him in the face, whoever it is.
descends in the middle of the crowd, and I don't know how much time you have left to play today because
Uh,
It's
could
it's
be
2 o'clock. We can call it a cliffhanger.
yeah, I call it a
yeah.
cliffhanger.
But because I was thinking about getting to this, but I remember that you told me that getting those super long sessions may involve some trouble. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with ending on a cliffhanger.
okay.
This is gonna be
I'm
interesting.
okay, yeah.
This seems like a very serious business thing because uh the sunrise and then the subsequent cloud cover and then this what whatever this thing is.
That's
And
someone who's going to get their head cut off.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
So, well, I hope that you like the session. I
Hell
enjoyed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
we
You're a great DM,
we had
man.
we
Yeah.
had some good moments. Like
Yeah.
Fruitcake.
I will make sure to include the full fruitcake discussion in the VOD.
You
Yeah.
better.
All right. Yeah, yeah. What was that, Ariel? Sorry. It's just like fruitcake and stuff.
it was a whole serious moment, and then switch over. So I hate fruitcake.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sherry.
All right.
Well.
All right.
Well, next session we may change to Foundry.
I will
Because,
have
well,
to give Foundry VCT a look. I have not actually looked into it, mostly because I thought I'd have to make my players pay for
yeah,
it.
yeah, no.
You can download a demo.
Yeah, you can download
Try.
the demo, and actually, well, you will see it. It's actually quite nice.
Is it one of those 2D things or the 3D kind of fancy ones?
It's 2D thing, but it has elevation, so you can put how high the character is
Oh.
to simulate flying.
I'll have to give it a
Some
look.
buildings have stairs. You can program stairs in the buildings, so you can have multi-level buildings in one map.
Sounds fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's complicated, but man, it allows you to do so much things.
See, that requires effort. That's the problem. Who puts
Yeah,
effort
it
into
requires some
DMing?
effort, but on the other hand, it simplifies. It requires previous effort, but it simplifies things in the moment.
Interesting. I'll have to give it a look.
Especially the automation of things like, for example, modifiers or stuff like that. Especially you that you like third edition, that you have more stacking modifiers. For stacking modifiers, Roll20 includes, for example, modifiers that you, at least for Pathfinder Second Edition, and I think probably for many games, you just put the spell on the character, and it automatically modifies the things that it should modify.
Ooh,
And
sounds
then
fun.
you take away the spell, and all the modifications go away. It's like, okay, it's a little more previous work, but then you have the advantage of saying, hey, I don't have to do math in the middle of combat. And well, that's an advantage, at least in my book.
I will have to give it a look. It sounds awesome, though.
I'm going to share the gospel.
All right.
Well, then I will be seeing you. I think I don't know if I will be able next week. I will tell you slightly closer to the proper date.
No rush.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go horizontal and take a nap in preparation for my
sleep.
meeting tonight.
And good luck with your meeting.
Have fun.
I'm going to eat. Okay. Yeah, good luck, man.
I'm crying internally already.
We love you.
Yeah.
Good night,
I'll-
guys.
Good night. I'm gonna
Good
go change my
nights.
underwear because I recognize that token. I know exactly who that is.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I know exactly who that is. Who just dropped down from the skies.
Oh boy!
And
Don't
you
spoil
don't,
it.
So no
No,
spoilers.
no, 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 no. I've known for like 2 hours now. I know exactly who that is, and it's like,
Oh boy. Oh
Any-
boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
anywho.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat something.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with everything. See you next week.
yeah, you too,
TTYL.
man.